go, and then just count to 5. And just tuck the cables out of the way. And then start talking or it gets cut off. Hello! I am sounding a lot more cheerful than I am, as I just spent 10 hours updating to a new version of Unity to fix a issue with the what do I do? It's an issue with the rendering, and there's a new button there, which I assume means do not redirect keyboard input, but it could actually mean anything. Don't want to get anyone's hopes up, but this is a much newer version of Unity. This is the latest 2021, and it looks like it might actually be quicker, but we'll see. In the meantime, I have continued to do lots and lots and lots of work on it. This is still lots of progress happening. So the last thing I did was to implement. Oh, the shaders haven't compiled yet. I implemented. It'll come to me. Ice and water. So it's completely not done. And then hopefully during today. Oh no, I can't. I'll say hopefully today we'll be able to afford to buy the bus. We have a bus, don't we? The Bactoid hack. No, hold on. The Quat Exo bus, but I'm not high enough level. So time to get me some levels, and you can get in and out of vehicles now. I found the most insane piece of code. I don't know why I wrote it. R1 Sprinter. Right. Oh no. So again, I've just said, I've just gone to the new version of Unity. I kind of a comment here. Fix code that apparently Unity can't be bothered to. Yeah. Oh, what I did, let me just re-implement that code. I'm not going to think about it. So Unity's implemented a very, very good system. I've got to give them full marks that lets you stream textures in. Brilliant. Well done, Unity. You're finally caught up with Unreal 3. But it doesn't apply to their decal system. It even says this does not apply to the decal system. So, what the hell? So I wrote some code to make it do that, and I need to write a further bit of code that streams it in and out. It should there have just gone, wait a moment. Oh dear. That's inside is valid. Okay, it is valid. Hello.
So are we having a cool stream with the new eyes?
The new eyes?
Solid water.
Sorry, you've lost me. Pretend for a moment I've had an incredibly frustrating and annoying day, and I'm still very, very angry at at Unity. So I have no idea what you're talking about. What?
You said that you added eyes to the game.
So ice! Ah, right, sorry. I thought you said eyes. And I was like, what, like a camera? Yes, I just want to make very, very clear. The ice area is temporary. Not temporary, it's, what's the word? It's preliminary. Because as with everything, I need to make sure it works, and then I will make it look nice. Because I had to rescale all of the large cargo freighters because I got the scale wrong, so they wouldn't fit. Is that called hazard? Main breaker icon. So Unity wrote a fancy new texture system, and then a fancy new decal system. Wait, have they actually broken it for this? Okay, I need to turn it off on all of these. I say you're not going to get blurry text, but I might.
I tried to use join frames, and it says that you are playing but not joinable.
That's correct because I'm in the editor, so that is absolutely correct. But I'll be playing again in a moment. I just wanted to make sure what happens to. Oh, okay, so there's all right. Yeah, so when you're an editor, it's very annoying. When I connect to Steam, it connects fine. When I disconnect, it remains connected. So I cannot close Steam anymore because Unity keeps it open. It's a known issue. It's been known for, well, since before Fortress Craft, certainly. One friend's playing. But yeah, when we played, what's it we played last night? SAS Zombie 4. It's actually quite good. But the hoops you have to jump through to join your friends playing the game. And I don't know why everyone doesn't just do what I've done, which is you press one button just to join your friends. I say that as I immediately get an error message trying to join you.
I didn't host anything, I was just on the main menu.
Error, client received packet of type request.
Good evening.
I'm going to ignore that. Pretend it didn't happen. Hello. I mean, there may be issues. As I said, I've just updated to a new version of Unity today, which I expected to take an hour at most, not the entire day. I genuinely started it 9 hours ago. I am not exaggerating. And I have very politely given my annoyance to the... What the hell have I done?
Was that spent editing the skin or anything, or was the compiling being way worse?
No, neither. This was simply importing all the data from the old version of Unity to the new one. And bear in mind, this was a very minor upgrade. This wasn't like going from a major revision of Unity. It was going from a small one. And my PC wasn't even being used. It just sat there and trickled. I think I may have accidentally just started up my own server because I'm into it. So it was working. I mean, are you guys joining all right? Or is it the server that's just gone tits up?
I've been waiting. I'm gonna try again now.
Not trying yet, switching to VR.
Just press F2. Just do join server. Forget join friends. I am not to be trusted because I'm an editor. Because I'm now getting the weirdest set of errors, and all I did was put in my decal fix. I'm getting the error. Done. Something's talking to me, and then the server sends me a packet player tick to server. But I need to know if you can join, whether it's just my fault. Even sure if you'll notice this error actually.
Joining without VR first.
Things to connect.
Yeah, but can you see any ships? Like in the list? I haven't connected.
It says that I'm connected to server, but I'm not flying. Now I am.
Oh, you're not on the server?
Now I entered the ATC.
Right, but you're not on the server. Oh, wait, I'm waiting for client 1, finish connection.
8216. Maybe it would be useful if there's some more information when joining the server.
Well, no, that's all you have, I'm afraid. I'm not allowed to look at anything else. You're on the server now, Schalke. Yeah, all I can look up is the lobby ID, and then when I've joined the lobby, then I'm allowed to look up all the people in it, but I cannot look up any information earlier than that.
Did somebody spawn into me?
No? That seems wrong. Apparently I'm in a cargo van with ID 637,000.
According to the all ships list, you are in Suck It.
I am not in Sucket. I own Sucket, but it's not mine. I'm not in it. But more importantly, the server, for some... I'm getting packet type player tick to server sent to me. Now, I made no changes this morning. I made a build yesterday. I almost definitely made it live. Let me just check my statement before I start. I did make it. Well, did I? What time? Maybe I didn't build it. Did I change anything of note? Don't think so. I mean, if you guys can get in, that's a good start.
Hello, hello.
I'm receiving a packet type that I should never receive. Do I know who it's from?
I tried to go into R1 Sprinter and now it's listing the pilot as DJ Arcas. And I'm the pilot of the Unship Apollo.
I think that... No, that's because you can't fly that because it's not yours. Or can you? That's because you're in sort of the grey area because I haven't written permissions. So you're in my ship. I'm not sure if you're allowed to fly it, but yeah, that'll be why. I've just got the priority wrong.
Well, I guess I got dumped into a ship that I don't have the levels to fly, but
No.
at least I got in.
You are flying in ship R1 Sprinter. It's my ship, that's why you're getting some slightly confusing messages, I think. Yeah, I'm getting an immediate error. 706, who's that? Okay. That
It's
doesn't...
list Tucker 2000 as user Shalka and R1 Sprinter as current ship.
Yeah, you're in it. Can you leave the dock in it? Because as I said, you were in my ship. I don't know if that's allowed. If you can leave the dock, brilliant. If you can't leave the dock, fly something else. There's no concept yet of permissions. And that's mine. That's not a colony ship. I personally own that ship. I'm wondering if there's somebody out there playing an older version of the game or something. I'll tell you what Oh, I can't do that in this, can I? I'll try joining my friend.
Can you see how many people are right now playing your game?
No, not really. Yeah, so I'm immediately receiving a bad packet, like a really, there is no circumstances under which a client should receive player tick to server. And I don't have... probably don't have... I did make one change. Which I'll make sure is... This is what annoys me. I just want to do a 5-minute build. I might grab an old computer and set up an automated build process. But I shouldn't have to do this stuff. I'm in the editor every day for like between 8 and 12 hours. So when I make a build, it should have already done the work. It should just sit there and go, oh, he hasn't pressed a key for 1 second. I'll just compile a shader. Brilliant. Because then you take a second each. And when I go downstairs to grab a sandwich, it just quickly goes, oh, he hasn't touched the keyboard for 10 seconds. Just start to compile shader. So when it comes around to build time, it should have done the work already. Boggles my mind that they're so poor at this sort of stuff. Doesn't, because
other like IDEs or platforms that have that sort of like auto build thing?
Well, it doesn't matter. Build them all. I don't care. I'm in my computer for 10 hours a day, of which most of the CPU time does nothing. I'm sitting there doing almost nothing. So why not?
Not use it. Yeah,
Why
makes
not?
sense.
I mean, that was what I mean. What annoys me is that we've had this sort of technology in compilers for many years. We used it on. Definitely used it on Black. Definitely on Burnout 4. Maybe Burnout 3. When was that? 2004. So when you weren't doing anything, your computer would sit there and it would actually compile stuff for other people. So it's a program called Incredibuild. But Unity just needs to sit there instead of just going, he's not such a computer, do nothing. Go, he's probably going to make a build. You know, he's just added a new shader. Maybe I should list all the variants. And if you look at the last picture I put in AstroTrucks, that was me running the game for the first time in Unity, immediately going, oh, I don't have any shaders compiled. I'll start to compile them now. Like, what were you doing? I had a comment of turn this to a byte, and if I did turn it to a byte, that would definitely break it. There.
Okay, so as this works, I'll be switching to VR. Let's see what happens.
Yes, well, tomorrow's build, assuming that obviously things don't go bad too badly long tonight, should have the latest Unity, which may or may not have fixes for VR in it. No, okay, I have not changed it. Yes. Right. Unfortunately, because every time I turn on a debug build, people just sit there and read out to me all of the red text constantly, I am no longer making debug builds. So you guys may be suffering from this issue. It may be one you can just ignore. I'm very, very confused how this is happening though. I could use a cloud server, but you have to pay for them. The problem I've got, more than anything else, is that I want to make a build in 5 minutes. That is a huge issue for me. Especially when I've just sat there for 10 hours doing nothing. And I go, make a build. And he goes, oh, it'll take another 10 hours. I don't know why this is happening, though. All I know is that right now, I'm unable to join. Now, I didn't add or remove any like these haven't changed. I mean, I'm going to check this because I sometimes it's easy. You can break things. Yeah, I mean, this has no outstanding changes. The plan today was to take it easy and to do a bunch of sort of fixes, but only low risk ones. I wasn't expecting to do a major revision of Unity, but okay, I renamed playing to game playing, so that's it. I use Subversion for source control. The issue is I have just received a packet of type player tip to server. I'm a client. I should not be able to receive that. The lowest numbered packet type I should receive is join accepted. Join accepted is defined as numcts +1, which is that one. So that's packet types 0 through 6, and this is packet types 10 through whatever. So this is just simple code to make sure that clients only receive client messages and servers only receive server messages. Absolutely fine and good. However, I just received from Steam ID, I'm not sure why, it might be the lobby. Hang on. So this number here, that's not Schalke. That's not Zebra. That's not my other computer. And that's not the lobby. So part of the issue is I think it's trying to join the wrong server. But I don't know what server it's trying to join. Because I can't tell. All I can tell is I'm sending a packet out to somewhere. Actually, no, it says one friend's playing. So when I say, yeah, one hand is one hand is hosting.
That's me.
Yeah, but why? Why not the server?
I'm also flying.
Yeah, I know. It should say one hand is hosting info. But if I press F4, that is now sending a request join to some number 706. I don't think, unfortunately. So I use let me just check the Steam's online. It's always a good thing, right? Because I use a hidden variable in your state. So I can see here if I view, I don't think I can actually look at this though, because it says publicly carrying a taxi with 2+ workers. But if I have a quick, well, let's just stick to the right. What I actually do is I look for. No, in this.
Yeah,
case,
I made it to level 10.
in this case, I have no idea what I'm listening to. White Bat Audio, I think it is. It's free. Do join from. I think that's the lobby. I'm not sure why I'm not displaying the lobby, but the fact the server thinks it's a different lobby to what I think it is worrying.
Do you take the ice to the solar thing? Hydroponics?
Yes. But yeah, all of the players it found, it should have listed all of you because you're all my friends. Don't know why it doesn't. So it should have done. I will look at that because that is. And if I press F4, so I send the request join to 706. But that's what I'm joining. Yeah, I'm joining number here. This is a Steam ID. Ending in 706. I mean, Malcolm is very quiet. Ends in 707, but it's not him. No, it ends in 107. Actually, it's not close, is it? And then we have somebody with no name. Oh, actually, I think that might be me. It is indeed me. My name has been wiped from the game. Oh, I guess because I keep joining, and I might have just sent blank as the name. But you're all in. I haven't changed any code, and I can't join. Seems very unfair.
I did see that DJ Argos left, so your name
Yeah, I
is
saw
back
that.
to me.
Yeah, okay.
I saw that.
Yeah, so that is me. That's my other computer. But... Oh, it's because I'm not... Oh, I don't think I actually display it on the screen. That might be why. Yeah, I forgot I could just look up the number. My God, did you type that out down from the stream? Good call. Yeah, that's me. That's my other account. That's the account I use to run servers on. And everybody else is working apart from me. I'm trying to join the server, and then the server is sending me a UINT 32 Was that 1 in it? I'm just going to try quickly joining from Steam. So I'm going to run the game via Steam rather than via the editor, just to make sure. If everybody, bear in mind, if the other PC wasn't on the latest version, no one will be able to join.
It can't be compatible by accident.
Then I should be able to join. Got the situation like it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter if it's version locked or not. It's not, but that doesn't matter. I haven't changed it. I noticed that it's not running. Oh, is it good? Oh. Tell you what, let's close Steam. On the basis that's always a good idea. And we'll try one more time. Oh, Steam's up. Whoa, Steam's got an update. No way. I mean, if there's spinny horrificness, what does that even mean? Like, in the last week, I've played about 20 hours of this with virtually no issues at all. Apart from tonight when I can't join my own server.
Now, what's weird for me is that when I go to the ATC, in the top left panel, it says Schalke's name.
Yes, because he's highlighted. It probably should default to you, not somebody else.
Oh, so wait, how do I change that name?
Click the right stick.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Trying to see spinny horrificness.
Is your bug more or less important than can't join a server? Looks fine to me. Right, well, don't do. What do you want me to say? Don't do that. There you go.
I don't know. It's fun. It is a feature. I'd like you to keep it in.
No, it's because you're spinning too quickly. Because you got.
Yeah.
But what are you in an empty? Oh, you're in the Hackney. Yeah. Press F9. Do it again.
Press F9.
Yes.
F9. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What's the F9 button do?
It turns off the cockpit movement. I mean, I know about it. I just limited the value, but you're spinning it. You turn all the assist off and spinning it really fast. Oh, okay.
I really like that.
You really
The
like
F9 mode being on is awesome.
Yes, it does make it. It makes the ships feel much more responsive, even though they're not.
It makes it feel like you would move your head in the direction you're going, just to look ahead of where you're going. Now that's what it's doing, which is really nice.
Yeah. So Unknown Creations, let me talk technical to you for a second. So I am receiving, let's assume that the version numbers have changed for sake of argument. I am using UDP. So therefore, each packet is the same. If I screw up the reading of packet 1, packet 2 does not affect. So it doesn't matter if I screw it up. Each packet is its own thing. But if you're doing TCP and you screw up one packet, every packet from then on is absolutely screwed. So absolutely fine. So even if I had done something very stupid, fairly stupid, it should be all right. But I am receiving from the server packet type 1. That's just not possible. I can't send that packet type. I'm also reliably sending that packet type to me. And right now, just to rub salt in the wound, everybody's playing except me.
Space friends. All but you.
I'm going to close Unity. I'm going to now try and connect via Steam.
We're doing VR or 2D?
It's entirely up to you.
Okay.
I fixed VR to the best of my knowledge, and tomorrow, well, the next build should be on the newer build of Unity, the latest build of Unity, which took me 10 hours to move to. I'm still very angry about that.
You've not mentioned it.
Right.
So yeah,
Not much.
yeah. So Unknown Creations, my point is, under no circumstances could I have messed up something so badly the server is sending me packet ID 1. It's just not possible. I can't mess a packet up. I don't understand at all. I will try joining via the old build which works fine. So it is something I've done. I just don't know what. But, as I said, if I have messed up the reading of a packet, that does not then fall into the next packet. I know I am getting an error. Oh, no, no. That was a bad noise. Yeah, no, it isn't working. Wait. Why the hell is it working for you guys, but not me? What? So that's now running the same build as everybody else. I'm pretty sure of it.
You're not special in any way.
Well, I like to
Too
think
damn right.
I like to think so, but no.
If I searched French and then it tried to join you and it somehow confused the server.
But loads of people have joined past you.
But they didn't try to join you as a friend before that.
I've restarted Steam. I can't imagine anything is.
I just joined via join server. But...
Yeah, I've tried everything. You guys are all fine. I can't join even via the same build as you.
I'm currently trying to figure out why I don't have sound in my head.
Why you don't have what?
Why I don't
Volume.
have sound in the headset. Yeah, me problem, not you.
What types there are?
Nothing hard coded to this account. Nope. You make a good point. I don't believe I have changed. Why can you guys all join? It's not my firewall. Shut up.
Is it your ice wall?
Oh, that's interesting. Master
You
that,
did just add ice.
Master that borders just decided to close. There. I do need to fix the fact that anything's what I have one friend playing, but that's point. I immediately received the message. So that message that I'm receiving echo back is the packet response. So as I said, I did do to. That's very annoying. It did move to a new version of Unity, but no, because the old build's broken still. So it's something special about me. Yeah, it's not player text.
Keep telling you, there's nothing special about you.
It's not that. It's because player text servers 1. That's why this has happened. I mean, I should probably stop these at like 500 or something. So, but there's only one time I send that. I can look at all the time places I send data to the. Actually, it's still around, isn't it? It's not sending to the server. It's definitely join accepted that I should be receiving. Max, you're echoing. And you're echoing everything. My voice.
Crap.
And crap.
The
Thanks.
world.
So it's definitely the join accepted. It happens too quickly to be anything but that. And that is called in 2 places, which is when the player requests a join, I send a message to the client. Or on a peer-to-peer session request. So send message to client, sends a uint for the message type. Now I could, in theory, send a 1. I mean, hold on. I mean, I can. Well, I can't because this is of that enum. But I could say if L message type is less than or equal to. Is
that better?
Test.
1,
Yes.
2, 3.
Yes. Error. Server attempted send client packet of type blah blah blah. But that isn't happening, or none of the other people could join. It's a good defensive code to have in, obviously. It is an incredibly weird bug to be happening to me, isn't it?
How do you scale the weirdness of bugs?
Since you can't join, will it let me purchase a ship with the
No.
colony cache or not?
No. No. Bear in mind, I'm not the server. The server's on another computer over here.
Oh.
Why? But why? We don't. What were you looking to purchase? We're actually feeling quite rich now.
I need someone to purchase another limo because I hit the level for limo, but there's only one owned by the colony and it's being flown currently.
Sorry.
It's all right.
That's all right. All right.
Have you tried flying Sucket?
Let me look at that one.
Are you allowed to fly Sucket?
It says user DJ Arcus.
No,
Ask DJ
that's-
Arcus for permission.
Right, but can you do it anyway? I think you can.
Yes, it looks like
Right.
I can actually.
But, and this is very important, this is not a colony ship, this is my ship. So you're paying for all the fuel, you're paying for all the repairs. So the colony is not funding that. I'm not paying for it, that would be extremely bad.
That's still rubbish for me though.
It's okay, you've got loads of money. You've got $728. You could make $10,000 an hour in the limo. Don't worry about it. Can I see who's connected? Yes, and that's... Yes, I can. We have connected is Info, One Hand, Schalke, Dr. Realism, and No Name. And the No Name is me. Pretty sure. Like 99.9% sure the person with No Name is... Oh, I hope that's not... Oh. Oh, no. Who's the person with No Name that's flying?
They just advanced to level 4 in support.
I think it's Psy. But I already have a user for
It's
Psy.
not.
Is it not you? Oh, I don't know who. Oh,
Nope, I'm not in the game.
oh, it's Zebra. Oh, no, it's not Zebra. Zebra's offline as well.
I guess it can't be a total random.
No, but you don't understand. I thought I'd fix that bug. Like, commonly and oftenly, the client tells the server what the name of it is. So even if it misses it, because there are lots of rules about me looking up player names, it doesn't matter because you can look up your own name, so I just send it. So I'm really surprised that's an issue. Whoever they are, they're flying the tiny tanker. And online, we've got Schalke. I'm just looking at the Discord chat. Dr. Realism. One Hand. And then... Malcolm's not... 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, I am not.
It's someone else. Todmere. Why is it you? Okay, fine. Right, it's Todmere. That's fine. It's something I know. Yeah, I don't know why your name hasn't come up. I need to fix that because that's really important. And I'm confused because I said if I ask for the new players still have blank name. I cannot ask for your name at any point. I didn't realize this, but there are all sorts of restrictions. Like Have you played with them in the last hour? Are they in your lobby? Are they on your friends list? Blah, 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 blah.
Are you on their Christmas card list?
Oh, that's special friends. Wait. Right, I'm going to get rid of that line, that commented out line, because that scared me. No, I don't think so. Unknown creations, there are lots of rules about it, but it doesn't matter because, as I said, the client... I mean, let's look at this code because this is more or less in the same area as the issue I'm having. Because I do need to fix this issue, it's quite serious. So when the client says, hello server, I'd like to join. Is that a message? Yeah. When I say hello server, I'd like to join, I send our name. I'm like, hello, I'd like to join, and I'm called this. And then the server will then receive request join, and the first thing it will do is it will read the name out. I will then store. I'm hoping the string came through. Where's that come from? Request join. That calls get local player name, which calls get Steam name, which calls get personal name, which then pulls that. And the worst case scenario is he would have turned up as no Steam space name of his computer. So then I might have a guess who the hell it is if for some reason they didn't come through. That sends request join.
It's really good, by the way, Adam.
What is, sorry? The video? Oh, no, you can move your head.
For a game.
It makes a lot better. You can move your head, doesn't it?
Yes, I'm going to reset
Like,
properly. I can get my position where I want it.
And you can move forwards and go, I can read the screens. Yeah, I love it in VR. I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping in a minute.
I can't believe just one person did this. This is amazing.
Well,
it's the assets, I suppose, that he pulled in.
I didn't do the art, yeah. I can't imagine how many man years of art. But yeah, I'm hoping in a minute the penny will drop and then we can get on with doing some refueling, because the refueling, it was so awesome when it worked, and it mostly worked. So the server calls join, and we've got the client name here, and then I store at this point the cached username, which is the data for everything. So that means that when we send RPG player data, which is RPG player update full, when we send that one, and that happens not that often because it's expensive, but it does happen. It's happened so far 46 times. At that point, I should, and I may be about to, I then send you, I send the client the username that I have cached. Yeah. So every time there is a full update, I send the username. And I do that if send all data is true, and send all data is true if every 100th tick. I don't think that works, by the way. I should send it on the 100th tick. Pretty sure that doesn't work. Or if the stats are dirty, I'm pretty sure that doesn't work either. Or the servers crash. I mean, that is a possibility. I don't really get much information because I'm just running the build. Because sometimes I open up the log file and it's just full of horrendous errors.
No, I just noticed the ship stick twist is connected to roll.
Yes.
It makes way more sense for me to connect to yaw.
What? No.
Yeah, most
no.
actually fly twist as yaw. Yeah,
Whoa.
although I fly twist as roll personally.
No, rudder. No, you don't use the twist for rudders. Oh my god. Total one up. Admittedly, I'm hoping.
It's standard.
Bear in mind, Schalke, you can use the Steam controller interface to set the controls to whatever you like. So bear that in mind.
Is that for gamepad or the keyboard also?
Just I don't know. I don't know. As far as I know, well, I know what I can definitely say with certainty is that you can configure your joystick however you like via Steam to appear as an Xbox pad, and that will just work. I can't comment on whether or not you can also fire keyboard inputs off. I don't think so. That's why I'm not too worried about having a remap screen. All I need to do is support Steam's controllers. You can do it how you like. What's the byte value of empty? Where do you...
Also, it will mean that the in-game joystick will not match my real joystick.
Well, that is, I'm afraid, a sacrifice that you're going to have to make. No. So as I said, each UDP packet is unique. It is a self-contained entity. Data cannot run back. Well, I guess I could accidentally work backwards from the packet. That is a possibility. I can't, like, you're talking essentially there about a buffer overrun issue. I don't think that's very likely. What I will say, though, is that when a player joins... But yeah, I'm pretty sure that doesn't work. This might work, but I don't think anyone's doing it. So no one has done anything that's caused... Oh, wait, hold on, I'm looking at... Okay, in fact, quite the opposite. The server is, I'd say it's hammering out data. So with all of you guys on, I'm now up to 400k a minute. Okay, I'm not that worried. Unless, I don't understand, Todmere, what you've done. But well done, you special, beautiful, beautiful little Hamtaro, you.
What do you do?
Well, he's joined on his Steam Deck, which is awesome. Ooh. Yeah. But somehow, it's broken.
Oh.
So his name isn't appearing. And I'm just looking at the code and I can't work out why. Because every time we do as I said, a full update, we should all receive his name. Now, I don't do full updates that often, I thought, but we currently sent 14,900. Now we've sent 15,000. Now I've sent 15,100, 200. I'm sending a lot of these full updates. And each one of those contains the name. Now, it's not a lot of data. That's not a worry. One hand is stopping. Dr. Realism is repairing. Blank is flying.
How have I advanced level 11 in taxi? When I'm in a... Oh, because I'm in a limo.
You're in a taxi. Yeah, what's the... Maybe I should rename that to Hackney? Or, like, what's the correct generic term for people who carry other people in vehicles?
Chauffeur?
Chauffeur's a bit posh. A bus driver isn't a chauffeur.
Kidnapper?
No. Yeah, so taxi is a career as well as a small vehicle. Now, the only thing I can think of is when Todd Mia joined, I don't know if I flagged up his details to send to everybody.
Can I get an idea of how much fuel I've got? Oh, it's there. Sorry.
It's also on the HUD on the right-hand side.
Yeah, I knew that one was there. I just wasn't 100% sure if it was that one was fuel because I can't see the fuel icon.
Yeah, it's orange and the fuel icon is orange, and on the left-hand side it's the capacitor. But yeah, it doesn't have like a picture of a fuel thing all the time. It just because it only lights up when you're low.
Speaking of fuel, if someone else does an in-flight refueling for me, do I have to pay for it?
Yes.
Aw.
There's no colony code for that yet.
I'm gonna run your limo dry, DJ.
Now, hold on. For some reason here, that might be the issue. Yeah, because we call add player here, which has the name. Coachman. A coachman, it's a little bit close to highwayman, but yeah. Oh, do we call this with
Transit shuttle? Something.
I'm gonna just add. Don't think this code happens. This is a code that just says someone's talking to us and we don't know who it is. Panic. Normally it comes through this message here. Yeah, coachman's an older term, but that's okay. It's
Right, shotgun.
Oh, hold on. Am I being thick? That's that.
Really?
Do you want me to answer that question?
God damn, this is why I don't like having so many people in the chat, because you all leap on the same joke. No, transporter is already a thing. When I call request join, I send the packet there. And then, why have I got two copies of this open?
This is beautiful. This is great.
Didn't I?
Worker job. Can I collect workers in the food processing centre or not?
No, it's only drop off. So workers are generated by taxi docks and then taken to to processing plants of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Soylent Green.
I'm a bit confused. I'm sure there's no reopen closed. I'm sure I had a copy of this open, but didn't call this function here.
Silent Green. So I feel more nauseous when I'm inside a building in my taxi or my limo than when I'm outside in space.
Yeah, because there's more there's more stuff moving closer to your eyes.
Yeah.
So I think all I needed to do was say stats dirty equals true. Be a function to call this, isn't there? There is not. Right. I think this is the issue. Todd Mia joined, which is fine, but he joined as a new client we've never seen before. But I didn't then set up the server to do a full send of the data. I don't send everything. Cryptic, aren't you a Patreon? What you are? I mean, at the minute, I'm not looking for testers, and I mean this, and it's hard to explain to people, and I have struggled with it. I don't want you to try and break the game and find things wrong with it. What I want you to do is just to play it like you would normally. Just go, I'm going to play this game. I'm going to do my best to complete this game. And if you can't, tell me. For example, you can't join the server. Or you go, this area is too dark, I can't see what I'm doing. Actively trying to break a game is very rarely useful. As I said before, there's not many commercial games I could pick up and not break quite quickly if I was trying to. But you don't. When you're playing a game, you try and progress. Wait, is it working? Okay, what the fuck? Didn't change anything, I don't think. Right, brilliant, it's working. Fixed.
Moving on.
I forgot I was
So
going to...
if I'm in a limo and I'm parked in a quick hop taxis dock, does my arse stick out the back end of the dock?
Well, I'll tell you what, let me come over and fill you up with my glorious love juice.
Oh, lovely. I don't know how much I have right now.
Doesn't matter, you're about to get more. Plus, I've not tried this since I've changed deal.
Okay. I'll hang out here, but I will lose my delivery bonus, so you know.
Oh, don't worry about where are you delivering to?
Foundry, Mining Boron, Alpha.
The goal is, and the idea is, that you can go and refuel without having to interrupt. So, are you going to fly through the repair dock? Is that the route you were planning on taking?
Wasn't going.
Well, tell me what route you're going to take.
I could. To be honest, I've got to remember where these things are. I'll get to Mining Ring 4 on first. Oh, bollocks! I pressed a button I didn't want to press.
Who's that? Is that an AI?
How to go to the menu? Oh, there you go. Oh, go away. There you go. Ooh, fuck! That wasn't nice. Microsoft being a pain in the ass.
Very bright. Go away. Computer's broken. Okay, you're going for Voron Ring. Okay, I'm on my way then.
Yeah.
I need to remake the light probes there. Unknown Creations, it does make 0 sense. Apart from one thing, I haven't connected the server for quite some minutes, and perhaps a connection timed out. Okay, Max, you're going to have to give me some ongoing descriptions about where you are.
I am just leaving Quick Hop Taxis.
That's this one.
Yeah, and I'm just coming underneath the sort of bridge between the two major components of the building.
Okay.
Heading towards Do Not X.
Are you going to go? Are you going between the purple and the red asteroid?
I'm going towards the purple asteroid right now, but I've got a building inside of me.
Are you going to be aiming to the left or the right of the purple asteroid?
Well, I can't remember where the mining ring is right this second.
I would head between red and purple if I were you.
Okay. Well, I think that's the mining route for. That's the mining. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
I am just flying under Quick Hop Taxis. I can't see you.
Okay. If I come to a halt, I am facing the Voron mining ring. I'm trying to stop.
No, don't stop. Like. Oh, I think.
Okay. I can see the two. I can see the two asteroids that do not cross. I can see. I'm below, considerably below the array of cargo containers floating around in space, and I'm pointing at mining Voron ring.
I'm pretty sure I'm where you are.
My shoulders see if I can find where you are.
It's cool, isn't it? Like being able to look around. Yeah. Just head towards Boron mining ring.
Okay.
And I should be able to see you.
Okay.
He said confidently. Oh.
I'm just going past the macerator. I'm not past it. I can see the macerator, but it's now obscured by the red asteroid.
Where are you? I wish I was in VR because it really makes finding people much easier. No. Basically, I have one patron, which I should really rename to Project Games or Arca Studios.
Arcus, King of the Arcadians.
Arcus actually means coffers in Spanish, I found out. Like boring.
Wow.
There's also, it's a weather analysis rocket too.
Refueler with no name, is that you?
It is. Where are you relative to me?
I'm straight in front of you. No target.
One hand is loading
Oh.
so many workers
Wait,
right
what?
now.
Garbage. Okay, that's garbage. What, hey?
Oops.
Hey, I see. Okay. Please, Max,
Okay.
press X to enable ship-to-ship interaction. Don't drive into the garbage ship.
Oh yeah, just gone below it. But I can't see X on the keyboard. So I'm gonna
Left.
duck
No,
out.
no. X on the pad.
Oh, right.
You can play. You do not need to touch the keyboard anymore.
Okay. I think that's X. My thing's gone forward.
Okay. I'm attempting. He's attempting re-entry.
Rawr.
Come on. Come on, baby. Lock on.
Can't even see you.
We don't. No, I'm
Target.
trying.
On target.
Did you?
Ah!
Sorry. Bugger. So
I hit something invisible.
can we?
I was
No.
always like there.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't hit anything invisible. Just to confirm, is your cockpit lit up now?
In what colour would you like it to be lit up in?
When you press X, did your cockpit light up?
No.
Press X, and what's the last thing written in your log, which may be off the bottom of the screen in purple?
Log.
So X is allowing ship-to-ship interaction. Now the cockpit is lit up.
Right. Okay. Right. You disabled it. Okay.
Press it again.
That was it. I was trying. Well, see, I was following you. Then I was trying to get closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. Then I hit you. But that's what I
There you
want. This is the thing that Magica needed. Was trying to help. Trying to help people. There we go. And fucking it up. Hey! Oh shit! That's awesome. Haha.
Yeah, where's my fuel gauge? Fuel reserves 81, 84.7, 88. It's going up. Yep, definitely going up. Can I just fly and ignore you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, the hose will take unless I can keep pace, which is in
Not very,
theory
very
possible. And what's the but? Okay, and for people who are want to get footage or things, you can press V. Apparently, not in VR to disable the cockpit.
That'd be cool. But that'll make me vomit. But it'd be quite useful to be able to see through the cockpit.
Yeah, it's designed for screenshots.
Yeah. Where's the it's only somewhere.
No, well, I don't think it works on VR.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. I think I want to go down a bit, so are you right beneath me?
I am.
Oh, there we go. It does actually warn me that I'm about to crash into it, that's fine.
The ice ferrying seems to be kind of sensible.
Well, that's good then. Would anybody else like a top up?
Thank you, sir.
I do.
Where are you?
I'm actually headed towards the refueling dock from the side opposite the hangar.
Well, I'll be honest. The refueling dock is better to do than me.
I'm going to
Okay.
ice and I'm half full.
Aha! On my way to the ice dock. If you're at the so my plan is, I think the ship-to-ship refueling is awesome. I'm going to add in ship-to-ship repairing, and then I'm going to move the refuel and repair dock much further away. But right now, if you're sensible, you'll just fly through the repair dock as a matter of course. You go from A to B, and that's the route you'll take. But yeah, Unknown Creations, at this point, I just have a Patreon, which is really a support the stuff I do more than anything else. And I shouldn't have called it Fortress Craft. I was wrong, but it's just a single Patreon.
Confusing thing about the ice is the offload to the solar thing, because it has like a red yellow thing coming out and the white blue
Yeah.
coming in.
Yeah,
That doesn't make the whole sense for
Yes, it
my brain how the big heat is going.
yes it does. The lava comes out and melts the ice you drop off and turns it into water.
So is it flowing as ice or water inside to the structure?
It flows as water into the structure that we use for whatchamacallit?
Guess my brain was
Right.
classifying that as ice.
Are you inside the ice dock right now?
No, I'm
No.
approaching from outside. I am still quite off.
I'll be honest, I've not been in here in the game yet.
I
Yeah,
can't get a distance reading. I'm too far away. Or something.
so all I've done in this area, I've just blocked it out. There's no details at all. I need to do lots of cool details in this. And I'm really pleased. How many players have we got? Hold on, it says on screen, I need to guess. We're now running with 7 truckers, and it's running perfectly. Well, actually, Tad, is it running perfectly for you? Because you're the important one.
I haven't noticed anybody, but I haven't been around anybody because I'm collecting stuff. But we only have 1 cargo van. That is unfortunate.
We do have the money if we need another one.
2 kilometers.
Yeah, but there
off.
isn't another one available.
Oh, well, I can't help you there.
And, yeah, and it's 14 minutes.
Wait,
Can you
We
buy
got the
that
big
second
cargo
limo,
van,
by the
that's
way?
not for...
what's Todd
You're
Mia?
in the second limo.
What is Todd Mia flying?
No, I'm in DJ's limo.
Yeah, no.
How is Todd Mia flying Tiny Tanker? Do we have 2 vehicles called Tiny Tanker?
No. Oh.
What's Todd Mia flying?
Oh. I don't see him on the list.
He's blank.
Yeah, I don't see that either.
No, he's blank on the list.
Yeah, there's nothing like that.
Look at the trucker
I see
database.
number 4. He's flying. He's level 6. He's got no money.
Right, but what's he? Okay, but what's his name?
In the ships list, he's not here.
Yeah.
I see
ooh.
you. I see 2 Shopas. I see One Hand. I see Dr. Realism. I see
Yeah.
Zebra, and I see Current Ship for me.
No.
He's
So
not a real boy.
there's no concept of duplicated ships. Like there's a database, but I think right now, technically, both Todd Mia and I are writing to the same ship's database entry. I think. So that's bad. Well done, Todd Mia. Anyway, it's working. We can't tell.
Steam Deck. The Steam Deck cheats.
Shark, I'm still sitting in the ice dock.
I am coming to the door. Soon visible if you're at the right one.
I am at the only sensible door, unless you've decided to come in through the weird back entrance. No, like when I say database, I mean there is a chunk of data that I access. I don't instantiate and create ships. There's just data I talk to. Not like I'm not actually running in like MySQL or something. So you cannot duplicate a ship. That's just fundamentally not how the design pattern works.
Approaching from the outside and not on the inside door.
I still can't see you. My doxing's something weird.
I'll just stop that.
Yeah, but it's like Spider-Bot's legs up there.
Have we covered why there are 2 number 3 switches now above our heads?
Yes, because ship-to-ship interaction and the light's the same thing. What I need to do is have it so when you're on a pad, those switches are just locked together.
Yep.
Like, I do know if you're on a pad now or not.
Okay, no.
If you want to be real evil, you could have icicles to dodge.
There are
some
icicles.
escape.
Where are you? I still can't
But
see
they're
you.
attached to the walls.
No, there's someone on the roof. I still can't see
I'm
you though.
approaching to the ice dock.
Ah, I see you. Is your ship-to-ship interaction on? Okay. Shaq, I'd like you to think in 3 dimensions. So I cannot be in the dock at the same time as you. So I'd like you to be as high up as you can, please, but upside down. Which is actually proving quite hard for me. Let me try that again.
Stage 40.
This is surprisingly difficult. I'm upside down, flying down at you from above, which is obviously you're below.
The full connection if I start to roll.
Actually, it doesn't really care which way up you are. It should, but it doesn't. But we're pretending. Okay. A little closer. There we go. No, you moved. Or I did.
Are workers
Clunk.
just anywhere, or do they need to invest?
Sorry, Mr. VR, speak up a moment.
I'm not anywhere.
Well, speak up anyway. You're very quiet.
Quiet.
Yeah, I pulled down the microphone a bit so it's not all the time open. Okay, I have right now 1 worker for Big D's halfway in and 1 worker. Where does the worker go?
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
Wherever is
Anywhere, okay.
most sensible. Yeah, so you start to get workers, you can decide where they go.
So like a temporary worker. He'll work wherever the work is.
Oh, I'm there. What are you doing?
I wanted to keep loading. Or does being float
Nope.
block the loading?
Nope. In fact, technically, I can actually... Right now, there's no angle or anything. But if you've got some fuel, that's good. Who else would like some... as I said, who else would like top up? I do have an error, but I don't care. So I had to be careful about anything I do.
Oh, that's cool. I unloaded 2 and picked up 2.
I've joined the server. I'm happy. It looks like it's trying to spawn sort of gibberish thing. But as I said, I will... there is a chance I have changed the packet format and forgotten. That is entirely possible. Wait, so...
Oh no, the Walkgate Alpha, I'm confused.
Walkgate Alpha's the big cyan long gate next to Lunar Limos.
I thought I just dropped 2 people up from... You can pick people up there as well, can't you?
You can pick people up from Lunar Limos, which is very close. I should move that. Is anybody low on fuel? I mean, even slightly low on fuel is fine. I need to make sure it all works.
Still got 2 workers for
About
Walkgate Alpha.
halfway.
Where are you, Tab?
I'll take some fuel from you. I'm passing by Voron Ring with a big old rock.
Oh! Oh, are you actually carrying rocks around?
Well, there's nothing else to do because we've only got 1 cargo van. And
Well,
I just hit level 15. So
When's our next delivery of ships? 6 minutes.
probably in like 10 minutes. Oh, 6.
Okay, so you're... Where are you?
Passing by the arm for the flailing asteroid.
Okay. I do like how quick this ship is. I didn't mind making it fast because you can't carry any cargo, so you can't unbalance anything.
1 and 2 if you want to get me after him.
I mean, this may sound stupid, but do we have to have all the little bits of debris?
They're just there so you've got a good idea of how quickly you're moving and in which direction.
Okay.
So you take those away, you wouldn't know you're moving at all. This ship...
Well, VR you do.
You might be... I think you might be surprised. I mean, it depends how close you are. So I've got like 7 or 8 layers of detail at different scales. You've got the teeny tiny ones and then quite big ones, and they scale up. So you've always hopefully got something at the right detail. Some of them are a bit big, and they just when you get close to them. Okay, so
That's cool.
This doesn't realize it's carrying cargo.
Tad is pushing.
Ed, I see you coming.
Tad is pushing a rock along.
I am leaned back in my chair, hands behind my head, just cruising.
You're
I'm
about...
right below you, Tad, in front of you.
Ah, so am I.
Nice. Break for no one, just so you know.
So so on my screen, unfortunately, your asteroid is right over the docking bay.
I am going at 10, roughly 10. It's 9.96. So
Okay.
light yourself up however you see
did-
fit.
Yeah, I just slammed into the. I don't understand why. When I hit something, the ships do not react properly, and I don't know why.
They just kind of lose all control and kind
They-
of drift around. It's fun.
No. But they are reacting to the impact harder than I think they should.
Oh.
Right, now where am I supposed to go?
Okay. Ship-to-ship interaction. I don't think I can do this while you're carrying an asteroid.
We'll find out, won't we?
Well, no, because the asteroid's in the way.
We'll find out, won't we?
Yeah. So, I mean, I've chosen an arbitrary value for how far the dock can go, but I can if it's too long, I can make it bigger. But yeah, my ship is purely for refueling. It can't do anything else apart from deliver fuel. Oh, come on. All I can see is asteroid.
Your refueler ship looks so small compared to that asteroid.
Yep. Yeah, I can't do this.
Running out of time.
I can't do
I
it.
have bumped into my asteroid.
Now I can do it, because...
Maybe people
yeah.
shouldn't be so lazy because they pay $100 to get from lunar caps over to Big D's, Midway. Like, thank you for the money. You could have walked.
Oh, the best one is lunar limos to Warpgate Alpha.
Yeah, it's about the same distance.
Is the speed of the ship proportional to the amount of fuel it's carrying? Your question has
In
confused.
space.
God, I
Your
hope not.
your question's really confused me.
Does
What?
fuel have weight?
Does fuel
Does fuel have weight?
I didn't bother. I didn't see much point. Everything else has got weight, but not fuel.
There
Okay.
is a global max speed, which effectively has similar effect.
Okay. I can see the docking port now.
Also,
You're
just
like
to get
right
more-
up in his ass in that ship.
Please get a screenshot, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get one closer here.
Remember, you can press V to turn off your cockpit.
Yep.
The debug readout in the top right is still visible, by the way.
Yes, there we go. Oh my god, you are enormous. I don't think I can do this, Tad. I just can't, like,
We're almost there.
by the time I get inside,
Slowing down.
I can describe it. You are so much bigger than I am. To get that close is really dangerous.
Slowing down. Slowly.
I mean, I can add fuel as weight. It's one of those I could do. It's not hard. Would that make for compelling or interesting gameplay? Would it affect anything? Probably not.
The tanker. Much more sluggish to accelerate and decelerate.
Yeah, but is that a good thing? Given the role the tanker has, which is to make other people's lives a bit less rubbish. Okay, one hand, I'm going to try going up Tad's ass again, see if I can't...
Well, I'm almost there, so I'm about to stop completely.
But if you can get a picture of the relative size, that would be awesome, because those are the sort of pics that I need, because it's very hard to tell, because I'm not in VR tonight.
What's kind of odd is that you see I see some crashing going on.
He's a lot bigger than I am. Oh, Tad, can you please turn your...
Flailing around.
Tad, could you turn the interaction back on, please?
I did.
Thank you. Can you turn it off? Yes, okay, I'm back on.
Disabled.
Yep, I can see. I don't think the collision is very accurate on your ship.
Well, whose fault is that?
That is so cool. One hand, can you get a screenshot from the side?
Yeah, let me just pull up there. But for some reason, you have like a green transparent circle around your ship. I don't know why.
Yes, I don't know why either.
don't worry about
Because
that.
I specifically told it not to do that, and it does.
That's the action rate is.
Got a screenshot. I got a bunch. I'll post them.
Nice.
this might be more of a me problem, but my joysticks has only 4 axes that are analog, and the Steam controller pad wants 6 analog
Wait, 6?
axes.
6?
Yeah, 2 sticks and 2
Oh,
buttons.
you should be able to assign part of it to a negative axis, though, because you want to assign half your throttle to the negative left trigger.
Right, it looks like I'm full on. Oh, 97.5.
I'm just waiting for one hand. I can't see it.
98,
Waiting for the photo.
99.
Yeah, I got the photo.
says-
You're good.
And it stopped at 99.76.
That's
Lol.
That was very cool. But yeah, I want to see. I want to see how small I am.
Alright, let me grab that.
I'm also going to come and just refuel you while you're AFK.
And is that gonna come from my bankroll?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
And it's more expensive.
if you don't have interaction turned on.
Oh. Oh, let me turn it on. Ow! Ow!
X.
Alright, it's on.
Is it?
What was ow?
Should be. Wait, is it on now?
I don't see it.
Just keeps toggling sports mode, but it doesn't say
X,
anything in my
not
interaction.
A.
Must be.
Oh, sorry. Yep, there you go.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, spot the GameCube player.
Or PlayStation
I know.
player.
There's a brilliant photo that shows a picture of the GameCube, Xbox, and PlayStation controller because the X is in different places, just saying this is why I have trust issues.
There's the other side that says the X unites us.
Alright, let me post this one here. You can get the sense of scale pretty good with that one. And here's one from the side.
Oh my lordy, you're not joking. I was jammed right in there. Okay, I'm going to have to make the hose longer, aren't I?
Or could you give the bigger ships multiple docking points, like?
Oh, I could put the docking
left and
point.
right on the arm.
I'd rather just put the docking point out on
Why?
an extra bit of geometry.
You are so tiny, sir.
I'm so tiny.
My ship is massive. You cannot
It's-
tell from the
It's,
cockpit.
it's really not, though. Your ship is just middle size. It's not even one of the big ones.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Oh. Hang on. Is
There,
what's
which
the next ship batch coming in? Oh, it just showed up. What did we get?
oh, I mean, look.
A drill ship, a miner, another taxi, and a tugboat. Damn it!
Ships for sale. We have a limo, a bus, a miner. Okay. I should
E R, not O
I
R.
should probably make those non-purchasable because you can just purchase it right now. A taxi, a tugboat, and a small police ship.
Damn it.
Does anybody else need some fuel? Because we could do with.
And I'm out of cash.
I'm at 79%.
So I need to hit level 22 in order to fly a.
I'm doing some repairs. So
There I can't help you, but I think the refueling gameplay is good enough to also add repairing gameplay. And if I make the repair dock significantly more of a pain in the ass to get to, then I don't need to charge the uplift on in-flight refueling repairs. Right now, the reason it's more expensive is it's a lot more convenient. You don't have to do anything. Add a lower, what would you call it? Refueling pylon to the collector.
Proboscis.
I'm going to call it a pylon.
that's a proboscis.
Calling it that. Why
Oh,
is?
the bug mouth.
I mean,
Cloaca.
I'm not prepared at the moment to quit the game, considering how long it took me to get in. I'm just gonna make notes about things that are broken.
Oh, that's right. If you touch the,
I've
if you touch Unity, you get booted.
I've no idea. Well, I know where Schalke is, so I'm going to go and fill him up. So, Schalke, we're going to try in-flight refueling now, because I know where you are. and I know where you're going, and I know where you live. So I'm going to fly over and hopefully do an in-flight refueling. But you
He lives
should.
next door to Esmea.
You shouldn't need to do anything except engage gyro leveling and gyro leveling, so you're flying nice and straight. Because unfortunately he's not here. There's a guy and he's very excited about having a 6-DOF flying game, and he was like, oh, it's not that hard to fly straight. And I'm like, it really is so hard to fly straight without computer helping you, or quite a lot of detail.
Congratulations, Shulka.
Ooh, level 12 in cargo.
Cheap level 12. You get that quick.
You do. All of the careers have the same XP requirements, but because you earn more XP,
So many, yeah.
but because you earn more for cargo, the XP requirements for the next year of cargo ships will be higher. So it
Yeah, I saw that.
balances
The
out.
cargo we do have is like 30. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I've got that right. I might need to bring the exponent down, because already I think I've been level 18 now for quite a long time. I need 18,500 XP. I have seen F-16 refueling, yes. But bear in mind, they're in reality.
I need 102,000 for 16. Oh, current XP. I have 100. I need 30,000. Ugh.
So Shauka, where are you going through Big D's? Are you going through the access corridor? What's your planned route here?
What is the access corridor?
The access corridor is through the space station, rather than under it.
The cooling matrix is fully repaired, but it's still taking a moment to pick up on the readout. Does that matter?
Oh, or the bar. The bar is
Yeah.
smoothly animated. Yeah, it's supposed to be. It means you can glance down rather than miss it.
Fine.
Where are you, Shauka?
I'm going between the station and the iron thingy. High and between.
Ah, so you're going between the station and cargo ship needs a name.
Zebra is right now in refueling.
Wait to see Shauka.
Before.
Hey, but it mostly works though. Like, we haven't had any sort of real issues. Like, this is a game,
Way to go, too.
which is good.
Yeah.
Makes a change, because normally it's just a nightmare. Oh,
It is interesting that Blank has advanced to level 5 in Taxi.
Is that
I'm about to be above Mareldo.
you are so far up above the level and flying at a completely wonky angle.
Refueling done.
He's got places to be.
I
He's a
was
busy
thinking
man.
about putting hazards above and below the level to stop you doing what you're doing.
Just steel plate.
Shauka, what's your speed, please? And are you flying level?
20.15.
20. That will do. Okay. Thank you.
You
Aligning.
can add a storyline, something to that, too.
Aligning. Ooh, you're a bit jolty. You're very jolty. This is so cool. Okay. Looking. Oh, no, messed it up. This is hard.
Brr.
Oh, I just going for a myrrh with that one.
Come on.
Is there a way to like repair the ship, or to repair wear on components?
Yes, go to the parts dock, not the repair dock. It's the other one. It says new parts available here.
I was there and nothing happened, but I'll recheck.
Oh, this is so hard. Oh, there we go. We're locked on.
Filling the hydroponics with ice, and then I transitioned to make the hydroponics products go forward. And then the exit tube was very inviting in order to move from ice dock to the food dock.
Yes, from the walls. Yes, it is. Oh my lord, this is. I might have to make this at range bigger. This is utterly terrifying. You can't see, but I'm constantly fighting. Oh no! Now Shauka's turning. Nope, lost it. Yeah, so Shaka, you're supposed to be flying in a straight line. That's not.
Just looking around, still flying in the same direction.
I don't know if you are. No, you see, multiple cameras are unfortunately not. I can't. I just can't. I can barely render the game as it is. That's not happening. Much as I would love it to. No. I might have to pick a third angle. That angle seems a little bit too up. Also, bear in mind, Schalke, that the refueling dock is not in the middle of your centre of mass.
Do I like to make a correction burn?
Just keep going straight. Okay. Come on, TARS.
I am quite kind of have succeeded already.
Bear in mind, if you're not flying on the universe galactic flat plane, I have to work out not just your facing, but also your like your vertical velocity. I lost you. Oh, no, there you are.
Speaking of that, is there potential to get some sort of heading indicator?
Heading? Why?
ATC.
Yes, to be like, okay, I am flying, heading, whatever, fuel ship, make the same.
Since the ice generator is called polar, does that mean that north is iceward?
Actually, I think it is, but only through coincidence.
There isn't any planets around, so it's kind of weird to have polar ice.
If you press F10, no, that's not polar. That's not because it's cold. It's polar in quotes. That's the name of it. Bear in mind, Zebra, my issue here wasn't that Schalke wasn't flying in a straight line. Is that he was flying in a straight line along one axis and then downwards on another couple of axes.
Fine.
Okay, I'm gonna do a drive-by refueling then. One last go. And locked on. Ouch. Kinda. One of the other thoughts I had was about having the refueling happening left to right. Because the thing is, it's very cool for me, but it's not cool for Shaq because he doesn't get to see the cool pipes or anything. And I am a bit disappointed I can't refuel to the top of the ships. But that's just not feasible. Unless this ship flies literally upside down. Houston, we have a problem. Anybody else?
I'll retry VR again. Maybe it works this time, maybe it doesn't.
Why didn't it work earlier?
No sound for whatever reason.
Oh.
It doesn't use any sound. Not just AstroTrucks, any sound.
Oh right, okay, that's special.
Bit annoying.
That's a
But
cool.
I'll try again.
That last picture, one hand. If it wasn't for that stupid green blob, that'd be an excellent picture with the nice trail.
Yeah. Might be able to Photoshop that out a little bit.
That's all right. I can. Oh, I also noticed that your part of your HUD is still there, so I should probably fix that too.
Yeah, the top right
spam.
doesn't vanish when you hit V.
Yeah, all V does is just set the near clip. It's just a quick hack so I can get screenshots of the game. So Unknown Creations, what you have just said is, can I tether two objects together over the internet at an arbitrary update rate and latency? Absolutely not.
We do that with the asteroid, don't we?
No, remember, you're just dealing with the asteroid there. That's you to the asteroid, which is on the server. But if it's me to you, all that has to bounce off the server. Now the question is really, like, I'm going to describe this. Is the docking range okay? Is the attach rate okay? Does the amount of time it takes to fuel okay? Should it be changed? Is it fine? I missed my monitor.
It's fine to me.
I missed my monitor, by the way. I'm running at 1080p. I feel like a peasant. Horrible.
Why is the macerator spitting out bits that are flying
It looks cool.
around?
It's cool.
Okay.
No real reason, just as it
I
looks
can't remember where the foundry is. I'm sorry. I'm fucking all over the place.
It's on top of the macerator. Oh, foundry. Foundry's by Big D's. It's the huge grey building.
Ah, right.
I'll take. Where are you right now? Are you by the macerator?
I'm right in front of the macerator.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Turn so the macerator's on your left and fly that way, and I'll see if I can fuel you. I like the refueling gameplay. I'm going to get the graphics done up on the actual refueling themselves. This is still placeholder.
Is the collector gonna have any use for the ice? Or is it just for the asteroids?
I don't know. The idea is eventually that the mining ships will generate asteroids for you to get back, and that the Voron ring is an early game sort of thing. Max, fly forwards.
One sec. What speed would you like me to aim at?
Just top speed. I'm faster than you. I'm faster than you at everything.
Top speed?
Yeah.
Really top speed?
Well, yeah, just below top speed.
Okay. That's what, like 19, 20, something like that.
Oh, look at that. Perfect. And is your interaction on, i.e. is your ship lit up? It is now. And blunk. Hey, I'm getting good at this. Oops.
Bonk. Oh, cheers.
Don't. Oh. Wait, you've just received your build date. So when are you go? So I've been hearing about America. Cars are in such demand, especially electric ones, that they're putting extra money on. Like some cars are an extra $30,000 over the RRP. So you're not allowed to do that in Europe. The RRP is what you will pay from the manufacturer. You can't pay more than the RRP from the manufacturer.
Eric, it's called the MSRP.
I'm sorry I hit you. That was not on purpose.
Sorry, where's the foundry? It's a grey building somewhere.
Fly forwards. Do you see the... Okay, do a 45-degree turn to your left. Do you see the transwarp conduit? Like a tunnel you can fly through.
Yes, I do.
Fly through the tunnel. As I repair you, as I refuel you. But yes, if people are...
Something must be 20.
Yeah, so if people are flying along and they do not have their gyro assist on, they'll be flying at slightly off angles. So I don't think you've got your gyro assist on because you're flying downwards a bit. Oh, I'm going to hit that.
F695 definitely on.
The real works now, I guess. Or sound works now.
Oh, good. Yes, clunk.
Refueler with no name, ETA 9 seconds.
I can also see refueler with no name. I don't know what that is.
For a fueler with no name.
Yeah, but I saw it when I was like aiming at a building as well. So
yeah, I can see it too. It's a bit confusing. So I have to ask some questions. Unknown Creations question: Why? What did you do to get your license revoked? That sounds interesting. And Cryptic: What is the Mach-E GT performance? Give us the numbers on that. I mean, there's 3 numbers: top speed, acceleration, and range. I love asking EV owners their range because I get asked it so much. It's just like, ugh, that's not how it works. I don't know. I don't care about my range. I just drive it and I never run out of fuel. But I am curious what the Mach-E's got. If you know the battery size, that'd be more interesting. Are you full yet, sir?
84%.
Oh, a little close. Oh, that's very close.
Still 84%.
Wait, you got caught. What? You got caught doing 3 to 4 miles an hour over the speed limit.
Might be not live where he lives.
Yeah, what the hell? Unless you mean 3 to 4 times over the speed limit, in which case you're a very bad person. Only do that at 3. I've done that before. I have done 4 times the speed limit, and it's quite tricky to arrange, but I have done it.
200 in a 50. Or 120.
That would be 250, yeah, or 80 in a 20, which is what I did. There was a 20 mile an hour speed roadworks, and it was about 3 a.m. in the middle of nowhere, and I'm like, so I did 80 in a 20. So 4 times over, which is not very easy to arrange.
DJ.
Yo.
The doorway to the ATC says loading zone for some reason.
Yes, because that's where you load yourself.
It's just the ATC. It doesn't need to be a load.
Position, load thyself.
Right, I can see a little green, one of those green things.
Yep.
Where else is the...
There's a
drop off here.
Yep, that's the worker drop off.
Excellent.
I will refuel you. Oh, damn it.
3%.
Now, it is possible for me to sneakily sit underneath the fuel dock and refuel you up through it. Just.
You want me to throw it up? Yeah.
Oh, no, what happened to you? I didn't hear you. Okay, I might need to increase the range. I'm not of the fuel pipe.
Yeah. $30
82.7%.
So a 91 kilowatt hour battery is impressive. So one of the interesting things is there. I mean, again, Tesla blow my mind because the Tesla has a smaller battery and more range because they're more aerodynamic. But Ford have been making cars, longer than anyone. Why are Ford not making a better car than Tesla? And I do not understand this. Genuinely.
Need electric cars before that was a thing.
Yeah, but Tesla haven't invented anything new when it comes to aerodynamicity. Apart from, stuff like door handles that are flush, some stuff. But Tesla first shipped their car, 14 years ago? So why are all cars not that aerodynamic now? Or at least all electric cars. It doesn't make any sense.
Does Tesla start with all the know-how of the previous car manufacturers, or can they manage to keep it somehow secret?
It's aerodynamics. It's not secret. But Ford have had 14 years to work it out, and apparently haven't. Why not?
Sorry, 200 something years.
Well, no, 14 years. The first Tesla came out 14 years ago. You've had a long time to go, hey, let's copy that. So you're now in the refuel dock, by the way. Sorry, the taxi dock. You have so much room. So now you're in VR at the moment, I think. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So now you're in VR. How far away do the dock walls feel? In 2D, you feel like there's no room at all, do you? You're like,
5 meters either side, 10 meters, I don't know. There's plenty of room.
Yeah, but when you're in 2D, does it feel like you've got room? In 2D, you feel very cramped.
It feels tight.
Yeah.
A bit tight, because you're looking sort of such a narrow field, yeah.
Bonk.
It's almost like the point of view is changing.
Yeah. Well, it's not. I mean, that's just the drawback with 2D. You've got no depth perception.
Yeah. Such
is the issue. Yeah. No, Cryptic. I'm purely talking about one statistic, which is miles per kilowatt hour. The equivalent of MPG. And I don't understand how Tesla are still so far ahead after, as I said, 14 years of making cars. It boggles my mind, because I don't know if you've seen the new BMWs with those horrendous grills, and it's like, I know your grills are your thing, but it doesn't have an engine. You don't need to do a grill anymore. Let's not do that, because that's stupid and slows the car down. Well, and it makes it less efficient.
Yeah, but brand something. BMWs always have
brand identity.
Yes.
You need to identify the car by looking at it and going, that's a BMW, not that's something that looks like a BMW.
And is that more important than making it twice as fuel efficient?
Yes.
No, well,
Definitely.
Money.
You got to identify it, yeah.
Status symbol.
Cryptic.
EP,
It's really important to note that nearly everything you said isn't true. Tesla have a number of approved body shop places that will let you work on it. Tesla will also sell you the motor. They're about $9,000, I think. Absolutely, they'll sell you the motor. Lots of places use Tesla motors for EV conversions. Don't get me wrong, Ford may have a much better repair network for non-electric cars, but I think every manufacturer is suffering hard still from the the effect of COVID and everything.
Shortage.
Yeah, so like at the minute,
And the fabs that have been flooded, and the fact they're building new fabs, and the fact that Putin's still screwing up economies all over the world.
yeah. So Tesla have an issue that they can't make enough glass. So all the glass they make is for new cars. They don't have a surplus of glass. So I've got a crack in my windscreen, and auto glass is like, we can fix it, and I'm like, I bet you can't. And then in an hour later they go, we don't have any glass, we'll let you know. So that was the first step. My next step is to go to Tesla and get a quote for new glass, and then to go to my insurance company and saying, this is how much for new glass, and do that. But that's the issue, that Tesla are making more cars than they can possibly sell. So what would have been a spare part for Ford, because they aren't selling enough of their Ford Kuga or whatever, Tesla are putting into new cars. So as Unknown Creation said, so the Tesla 3 does 374 miles on a 75 kilowatt battery, whereas the Mach E, which is newer, much newer, 4 or 5 years newer, does 100 miles less on a third of a tank more. I just don't understand why this is the circumstance. It shouldn't be. Before I got the Tesla, I did genuinely test drive everything I get my hand on, and I got on the Tesla, and I genuinely, could not believe how far ahead it felt than everything else. I don't know why. I drove Hondas, I drove Vauxhalls, I drove Fords, I drove VW, and I'm like, but VW have been doing this for 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years, whereas Tesla have been doing it for less than 2 decades and somehow doing better. It doesn't make any sense.
Because they get complacent. They cease to innovate. So it takes a new player to bring something different to the market, and to make them all wake up and shake up the market and go, oh, we're not doing this, we should be doing this,
And where did their designers come from? Did they come from other regular car manufacturers? Maybe they left them to come to Tesla.
Either way, there are a lot of people who do aerodynamics in the world. So it's actually very interesting that I can literally go to performanceparts.ford.com and click. I can buy one of their electric motors, which is that's really interesting. So bear in mind, and play devil's advocate, because that is pretty awesome. Bear in mind, that says to me one thing: Ford aren't selling as many of these as they'd like, or all those motors would be in cars,
vehicles.
But that's very cool that they can. Now that is excellent.
Hey DJ.
Yo.
Could you please buy the Ultra Limo out there? It's on page 2.
Not have a spare limo.
Well, I mean, I'm driving yours, but I have to pay for all the repairs and all that.
Isn't the one you buy fresh also quite broken?
Oh, no. I have to press enter.
Yes, but
I have to have focus. What's going on? I've just pressed X. A. No. Why not? No, and I don't know why. It's not buying.
It's weird. Darn it.
I don't know why not though. I'm getting to the point where I'm feeling I've played games with more buggy than this though. Like we've played games more buggy than this on the stream, like Icarus or SnowRunner.
Oh yeah.
See, how many ingots do we have? We have 82 iron
If anyone,
ore.
wants to
Wow.
use, if anyone wants to use Space Limo R1, it's now free.
Are you leaving?
I am leaving. I've had enough VR for one day.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Well, you don't have to play in VR.
I know, but I need to quit VR in order to get back out.
But you can just rejoin and retake the limo again.
I could, but I want to offer it to someone else who wants to play with it. That's me being nice.
Thank you. I will grab it.
Alright, bear back.
That was my point. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know. I find this whole thing very interesting, and I'm super happy. There are plenty of electric cars, and they are really, really awesome, and they exist, and they're great. Oh, hold on, my ship starts to refuel very quickly and then slow down. That sounds like a bug we used to see. Refueling can get into rapid depth again. Whoops. Yeah, I mean, I don't know on Teslas, for example. I don't know what the bottleneck is. I think actually they're bottlenecks factories. Ford do obviously have a lot more clout, but I don't know how many of their factories they've repurposed. But as I said, for me, this is very interesting times. This whole thing utterly fascinates me. Yes, unknown creations. I have seen the V8 LS swapped Tesla, the slow Tesla, because every time this comes up, even on muscle car groups, people are like, yeah, but the point of putting an LS crate into a car is to make it quicker, not slower. Like, lots slower. I would assume Cryptic, and I go, no, the EV West are a Tesla partner, and they buy them from Tesla and then sell them on. It's also interesting that the prices are so different. So the Ford motor is £4,300 for a Ford motor. For a Tesla motor, it's $30,000. But I don't know if that includes more stuff.
Economy of scale, maybe. I think the motor has the motor itself and the inverter or transmission.
I think it's got the differential on it. Yeah. Bear in mind, it's definitely not economies of scale because Tesla are making more motors than Ford.
True.
No ifs, no buts. Tesla are shipping insane numbers of cars.
True. Because I've seen like they made the world's fastest EV and they had to specifically rebuild parts of the motor assembly because it wouldn't fit else. Like it has two motors and then two other similar sized parts. I think he called it an inverter. Shit.
Where's this iron ore go? DJ?
Oh, you can bring the iron ore to the foundry.
Ah, makes sense.
Where are you now?
Loading up. So I guess you did add a pickup point.
I didn't. Remember it wasn't working last time?
Yeah, that's why. Or I came over here and looked, and a sign popped up saying parking brake. I was like, ooh, he fixed it.
Investigate.
I think personally, I look for the day when I can get rid of my Tesla Model 3. I want a hot hatch. I want a 4-wheel drive Subaru or Civic or a Tesla Model 2. I want something smaller.
Something less American.
Yes. Something I won't curb
Or
quite so
just-
much.
Something not as obnoxiously American. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's it's quite big for the UK. Excuse me, what do you mean I do not want a Subaru? What? Choose
This man owns
choose your
One
next
of
words
the rarest
carefully, sir.
Subaru that there
Wait,
have
kicks you out
ever
of the
been
channel.
made. Like, that's an easy way to get banned.
Yeah.
No, people are allowed their opinion.
Isn't it wrong?
Just that some people can have their opinion somewhere else. No, what's wrong with
In silence.
what's wrong with Subarus? Bear in mind, I don't mean an Outback. I mean an Impreza. I'd love a Justy. Tab, you going around the back between?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass between the repair dock and that transwarp do jigger.
Oh, you're going around that way. Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember which door I need to go to, so I'm just gonna swing by both.
Subarus have acceleration issues. I mean, no, they have head gasket issues.
Yes, they do have that.
Oh, now you guys are on Twitch, and I've just posted a picture into Discord.
Because
That's
they're
not gonna do
accustomed
anybody
to
any
it.
good.
Yeah, I've got a picture, but I can't. Oh, hold on, I can just open up the picture. There
What
you go.
a jackass! This freaking AI ship brake checked me.
It's on purpose. Yes, there's my Impreza. And I think I'm selling it. It has lost the circle. It has lost the fun factor. So for sale,
Oh man, that's cool.
one Tesla. No, sorry, for sale, one Impreza. But yeah, I'm going to chat with my garage week after next about what work would need to be done before selling it, what would make any sort of changes to the value.
I'm gonna head off. I want to be awake tomorrow jamming game jams.
Cool. Well,
Yeah, I'll be also leaving shortly.
thank you for popping along. I'm really pleased we've had so many people and it's worked really well.
That is fine. I'll catch you later.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evening, Shoka.
Why am I sitting in a taxi right now in ATC, but I do get
You earn
cargo levels?
Experience?
You earn 5 XP just for being in the ATC.
Yeah, but why on cargo? Right
Uh,
now cargo is ticking up. And current XP overall is ticking up.
I mean, I don't mean to call you a liar, but you're level 0 in cargo, so your taxi is ticking up. Are you looking at somebody else's stats?
Possibly. No, my
Look at
selection
mine,
is on
'cause-
R1 Hickney. Give me a second.
Yeah, click the right hand stick to look at the top screen.
Nope, it doesn't. Not in VR.
No, the right hand stick on your Xbox pad.
Yeah, not in VR. I'm
Oh,
clicking it.
it still changes what you're looking at. So you want the trucker database not to say press spacebar to select.
Okay, do I just press?
The right hand locks.
Spacebar to
Oh,
select.
or the right, yeah.
Okay, yes, it was automatically on TED forever. Okay.
Yeah, it's
couldn't-
just to-
couldn't
yeah.
select it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on taxi. That sounds good.
Cryptic, I don't think there are any good looking EVs out there particularly. I think the Tesla looks pretty good from the front. I think the back of it is just horrible. It just is. But aerodynamics is great. The Evija is £2.3 million and doesn't really count as an actual car. Tad, where are you?
At the back in the
I mean, I'm
door
parked.
is opening.
I thought, are you?
You know, both of these say loading zone, right?
One of them has a picture of iron ore ingots on it.
Yeah,
That's the one to pick up the ingots.
Yeah. Are you dropping
yes,
off?
I know.
Are
I
you-
went to the other one.
Are you
I'm
dropping off?
dropping off.
You're dropping off ore.
No, DJ's at the wrong one.
You-
Okay, dropping a 4. Okay, coming
Well, I
around there.
can shimmy through and go to the other one.
No, you can't.
Yes, I did it in attack to you, and this thing ain't that much bigger.
The cargo ship.
Unless you fix.
Yeah, don't do it because it shouldn't be possible and you'll break things. I'm really happy at the end of fossil fuel cars because fossil fuel cars have one major advantage, which is they sound cooler, but not for most cars, and one slightly improved advantage, which is they have longer range. Other than that, there are no other advantages. There just are zero, not a single one. I guess the range of second-hand cars, but having tracked my Tesla, I can safely say any advantages I thought petrol cars might have gone. They just haven't. Now, bear in mind, as you can see, I have an Impreza with a 3.5-inch catback. I have a V-twin motorcycle. I have a Tesla, and I have a Zero. And if I have the choice, I will nearly always choose the electric cars over the petrol ones, even the cool sounding ones, because the novelty of it sounding cool really does wear off. And I've had my Impreza for a long time now, and it sounds great, but I've heard it and I've heard it and I've heard it. Oh dear, I've messed up that.
I'll be also heading off. Thank you for
Oh,
playing.
did you? Oh,
Have a good evening.
have a good night.
Thank you. And Tad, let me get a photo of you there because that's hilarious. I've messed up the portaling on the door.
I'm floating in the void, right?
No.
Because when I went through the door, everything was
I've
unloaded.
messed up the portaling.
I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, there you go. Have a look at yourself in the AstroTrucks channel.
I have it open, and it is not. There it is. And I see everything's supposed to be there. Oh, I'm very tiny.
You're so tiny, but you don't feel tiny, do you?
Yeah, I do. This is a very large room.
Yeah, it's designed for the big ships.
Oh, the bigger cargo.
Yeah, I mean, I've driven that much in a single day, but
It
Well-
sucks.
when I try to drive my Tesla from Brighton to Cornwall, it goes, right, oh, brilliant, here's your first stop, 3.5 hours away. And it's like, yeah, fuck off, I'm going 3.5 hours without stopping. Like, its ability to recharge and hold charge is vastly, vastly bigger than mine. Ninja Refuel!
Where'd you go?
I'm underneath you, refueling.
Oh.
Oh my, do you have any how close you are? You are inches. But as I said, I mean, having done quite a lot of miles in my Tesla now, if I'm driving anywhere, as long as I plug the car in every time I go for a wee, I never have to wait for the charging.
Because it takes hours to go for a wee. So that's our problem at his age.
No, it's just that after 3 hours, I need a 10-minute wee, and 10 minutes gets me probably a drink as well. That gets me
This is the next service station.
That gets me more miles than to my next wee.
99.88. You got me.
Cool. Yeah, no, I will fix the collision. That's not supposed to be there. So take the proper route. And I'll fix the portaling too.
Wait, there's only one door?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. That's some serious portaling. Oh my.
Yeah, I've just put.
What do you mean by portaling?
I have some dynamic occluders, and I've just put one of them in the wrong place. So you go through the door, and then you can't see anything. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be lined up with the door.
No, it's a 2001 reference. You wouldn't get it.
Okay, let's fix some issues, and hopefully, after fixing the issues, I can still join the game. But no major issues, and that is good. I mean, when there are no major issues, then we can have more, say, interesting discussions about stuff like, are you unlocking stuff at the right rate? Is the value of the rewards for certain resources balanced? You know, the slightly more interesting conversations. As opposed to
cargo
I'm
van.
stuck.
You need my help? Well, I don't
No,
know
as
how it
opposed
is.
to I'm stuck.
Oh, the AstroTruck does not handle its max speed correctly.
It does not handle its max speed correctly.
It wants to believe it's 10, but it doesn't turn red till 25.
Huh? What?
Like I'm at 24 and my controller is vibrating very aggressively, like I'm.
Have you left
very
your
much
handbrake on?
speeding. Damn it!
Amazing. That could not.
That was a lot. Hang on.
Is there a bit of a burning smell in the
Too
car?
much to my cooling.
Yeah,
Didn't do much to my cooling system.
It shouldn't it?
It got
Increase.
half of it.
I do mean
But
to have
that
sparks.
really
and
should have
stuff.
broken it by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really should have broken it by then.
I love the way you're like, my pads vibrating. Must be a bug. I know people who set fire to rear brakes just by leaving the handbrake on and ignoring it.
What was it? I went to go to a gas station, and when I came out, my brother had thrown my parking brake, and it was automatic, so why would I ever bother with the parking brake? So I go to take off, and it got me. So now every time my brother's in the car, I have to check the parking brake when I leave. Like, garbage.
Surely you should have it. You should check it every time, regardless of who's in the car.
No, because when you're
Manual.
no, because when
why
you
the hell would I check in an automatic?
because in an automatic, when you park, when you put it in park, that does
It's
lock.
parked.
That locks the gearbox and differentials. That's not quite the same as what we're used to, where you stop the car. Like, it's equivalent of parking your car in first gear, sort of, but it's actually a bit better than that. Ah, the portal link has become
My
unread.
car has an automatic handbrake, so I don't have to worry about taking it off. So
Well, I've got a manual, and I do put the handbrake on that, but I have to take it off to drive it all, so I'm always checking that one.
I only have to put it on. I do not ever have to take it off.
What?
Yeah, it's cool.
You're not driven a modern car, Ted?
What?
Apparently not.
No.
Oh,
You just
The
ignore
oldest
it.
one
It's,
the
it's
newest one
even
I've
got a.
is 2014.
It's even got an automatic. It's got a sensor basically. So if you're doing a hill start, you think, "Oh, hill start. How do I take the automatic handbrake off and do the hill start?" Because the way you would normally release the automatic handbrake is by pressing the foot brake and then pressing releasing the handbrake. With this one, you don't have to touch you just ignore it basically, and just it'll detect you on a hill. So if you release the foot brake on a hill to move your foot from the brake pedal to the accelerator, it will hold the brakes on for, I don't know, 3 to 5 seconds, something like that. But while you're sort of moving your foot and pulling off, it's really, really good.
I'd like to point out, by the way, my 2004 smart car has a similar thing. When you stop, it puts the brake on, and you take your foot off the brake, and nothing happens for about 2 seconds. When you put your foot on the accelerator, it disengages. So even that's not a new thing. You drive very old cars, Tab.
Very basic cars. No fancy thrills. Oh, remember how I told you I didn't think it had the 12-volt charging port?
Of course it's got a 12-volt charging
In my
port.
Nissan?
Of course it does.
Well, I finally found it. It's in the most hidden spot I've ever seen one before in my freaking life.
But it does
It is
exist.
underneath the middle console, underneath the... Yeah, I didn't realize, or I didn't know it existed until I was looking around in my car because my blower motor went out. That was very expensive.
Was it expensive because it was a motor, or to take the whole thing to bits to get at it?
Yeah, you had to take the whole dash out. It's just like 90, or like, I was about 3/4 of this repair was labor, and you deserve it, because that just sucks, but damn does that suck.
Right, I've just fixed the doors. Was there anything else critical? Refueling docks, yeah. So remember how we had the issue that when you went to repair, it kind of accumulated fast repair. Does that make sense? Do you remember?
Oh,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
No, that's in the fuel dock.
Oh, it's in the fuel duct too?
Yeah.
Going the wrong way.
Ow. All I need to do is that. Is there a return here?
All I need to do.
Aw.
Don't you hate that phrase?
Ah,
With a
right.
fiery passion.
Oh, okay. So you can actually cause the timer to build up by sitting in the dock with full fuel or with the handbrake off or something like that, and then it will build up. So if you park in the dock for 10 seconds with the handbrake
spinning in
off,
neutral until you get to the point.
so if you sit in the
Just
dock,
fucking dumps it into you.
yes. So if you sit in the dock with the handbrake off for 10 seconds and then turn the handbrake on, it dumps 10 seconds worth of fuel into you almost immediately. That's now fixed. Sir, please, sir, can you turn the engine off, please, sir? No smoking, please, sir.
No. No. All right, we'll charge you up real fast now. That's amazing. That's one of those like random like in the know gameplay things. Like you leave that in there, but you put zero documentation for it. So it's one of those. If you've gone back and seen this stream,
I can't work out why the colony cannot purchase this ship. Enter doesn't work.
if we get another cargo ship,
3 doesn't work. A doesn't
that's a
work.
good half an hour.
X doesn't work. None of the buttons work, and I don't know why.
Is it plugged in?
I think I noticed that after I like quit the game and came back in one time. Like I went to the menu and I came back in. A lot of the buttons on the menu weren't working anymore.
No, something's confused. So the dialogue box is saying you need value, but it should say colony need. Okay, put an S in that one just to make me happy. Colony needs. But that means that the game isn't in colony mode. I'm going to try buying it. How much money have I got? I have got an irrelevant and tiny amount of money. So can I buy it? No. So, what on earth?
Even if you really, really believe?
I don't understand. When I enable colony mode, it says press enter for. Oh, it's a different. So it says press enter for colony purchase. Okay, there's a second.
I want these transwarp tunnels to work. QQ.
I would like them to work as well. We can't call them transwarp. What's transwarp tunnels from? Is that Voyager?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't call them that.
So CBS will come for you.
CBS? I thought Star Trek was
It's all CBS. CBS owns all of it,
Paramount.
including the games.
Owns
The movies are made by Paramount, but it's all CBS.
who owns Star Trek? Paramount. Sorry, what were you saying? Something, Tad?
Then why is all the games licensed through CBS?
Who owns Paramount? Viacom.
CBS.
No. Paramount is owned by Viacom and Paramount Global. Who owns CBS?
Who owns Viacom?
Who owns CBS? Paramount Global. So you're close, but you're exactly wrong.
I'm on the wrong part of the stack. Yep.
Yeah, A owns B, not B owns A.
Fair enough. So I wonder why they don't put Paramount branding on all the Star Trek stuff. Because Star Trek Online is 100% like we're owned by CBS.
That really looks like an Impreza, doesn't it?
What?
The Marquee, whatever it's called. I want the modern Impreza.
Key. Like from Deep Space Nine?
That Mark E. Like,
Oh.
where
are you posting this?
It's on stream.
Oh. Stuff I can't do. Oh.
That looks like the hatchback Impreza.
Looks like the same blue, the signature blue at least.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah. Yeah, not that one. That one. I mean... Now, I'm not wrong, am I? That is hilarious. So let me just put that picture into the Discord chat. So I've just done some. So let me put that picture into the Discord chat. Just neck and neck. Those are so similar.
They do look similar. Yeah.
Bear in mind, he's quite right. The scale's off because the marquee's actually about this big. That's really funny how close they are. But you know, it's a car. It's not that different.
Where'd you put this?
If you look in the live stream chat channel.
Ah. You made a whole channel? Oh,
It's automatically synced. Yeah, they're P1s,
cool.
Max. They're this slightly more expensive version of what I've got. But not any better and not any rarer, just numbered. But yeah, those are the sort of prices I'm looking at selling the car for, and it's terrifying.
Does cargo have bonus value?
Yeah, there's a bug with that. I need to fix.
Okay, good. Because it's gone. Because it went from 750 money for the 5 cargo to now 375.
Yeah,
it's like,
when you
that's
offload,
really brutal.
It's the same. It's exactly the same. 50%. When you offload something, it accidentally resets it. Okay, so
why is there a bonus for cargo though?
It's the same. It's exactly the same. They all have that.
Well, this is my first time driving the cargo van, so I don't know.
It's the same as it was for taxis.
Well, for people, that makes sense. They're going to pay a tip for getting there fast. But cargo gets there when it gets there.
You're sort of right, and sort of not. So some. Hold on. Shut up. Let me write the code first.
I can smell cat output, so back in a mo.
Yeah.
So is the blue one the Subaru or the black one?
Yeah, I know. The blue one is the Subaru, but it really...
okay.
But the Marquis is substantially bigger car. But yeah, the ratios are shockingly similar. I was saying, different cargoes decay at different rates.
Oh my.
Critic, bear in mind that one of them is a hot hatch and one of them is a crossover SUV. It's just that the ratios are, you know... I don't like the new Impreza very much. It just says like that looks... If you showed the picture and said, it's the new electric...
I like their cross-track.
Impreza, like, ooh.
I did want to look at their cross-track. That's a very cool-looking car.
So again, we're now back into realms of balancing. So currently, the only cargo that decays at a different rate is ice, which decays much, much, much slower than workers, which decays slightly faster. Everything else is in sort of a middle ground, but this can be changed. I don't understand why it can't do it. So it is correctly interrogating the colony mode. It says, press enter to purchase, or you need blah blah more. I mean, with cars, you've got the issue that they are converging on a perfect design, because there is a best design. There just fundamentally is. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the most exciting one, but that's what's happened. Is they're all sort of settling on this design, because at the end of the day, you do eventually care about the slippiness of it over over anything else. Oh, okay. Enter should work though. I understand why the other keys don't, but enter should. I've got to be careful. I did that on the testing, and I bought like 12 vehicles. I was like, oh. Next ship delivery in 0 minutes.
And there's the cross track.
But yeah, an electric Impreza, an electric Civic, electric GTR. Actually, no, that's not true. Unfortunately, having driven a bunch of cars, I don't think I would ever touch a BMW or a Volkswagen with a barge pod because the infotainment, oh my god. So I don't see the outside of the car a lot, but you do see the infotainment constantly, and it's so bad on so many cars. Again, shouldn't be. We have got a limo, which I can't buy, a manipulator, which I can't buy, which I'm not going to do, a Hackley, a garbage, a tugger. Yeah.
Brr.
Brr. I was about to say what am I flying in, but I'm not. Yeah, so for some reason, I forgot to hook. Oh no, hold on, this should work.
Yeah, 2004. They were trying back then. I don't gotta try anymore.
Yeah. I think it's a BMW. Yeah, I think it is. There's a BMW now, and it's one of the big ones, and it's got this like massive curved screen that folds down in the back. So for limos and passengers and blah, blah, and they're like, and then someone said, now imagine running BMW's infotainment on that. I was like, it doesn't matter how big the screen is if it's awful.
What is infotainment though? I drive very basic vehicles.
the screen.
Information, entertainment.
The way you access music or the setting of the car or the GPS or any of those things, yes.
So not Netflix.
I mean, Netflix on a Tesla. No, I don't think anybody else has got that. Again, when did Tesla start offering Netflix in their cars? A decade ago? Why the hell does nobody else have this?
Because they would have to put telecommunication transceivers in there, and they don't want to do it.
They've all got those. They've all got those.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think. Is that how OnStar works?
OnStar's definitely cellular. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Bear in mind, the idea of the Netflix was initially twofold. One of it is so when I'm sitting charging my electric car for 4 hours, I can watch Netflix, and when the car's driving itself, I can watch Netflix. But when I I pop in, I've just got like McDonald's breakfast or something, I just watch something 10 minutes long on Netflix while I eat, and it's like, much better than actually sitting in McDonald's, which is obviously terrible. And I've done it quite a lot. So I just sort of...
free Wi-Fi.
It's just the car.
Oh.
So I don't understand why everybody doesn't do this. Really don't understand.
I mean, most of them just have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which that's something that Teslas are lacking, which is part of the reason that their infotainment is so feature complete, because they don't want to have Android Auto or CarPlay in their cars.
See, yes. I don't need that, so just saying.
You don't need what, sorry?
Android.
Yeah, but your in-car GPS is utter shit compared to Waze, for example. It's just not comparable. So you would use that to run Waze on the screen. I
think the problem that cars have, maybe it doesn't apply to Tesla, but the problem I've seen, well, certainly in my car and are they come out of the factory with a firmware on them, and that ages and becomes irrelevant. And one of the cars I was driving had maps built in. It's like, but these maps are out of date, and I'd rather buy, a separate GPS device every couple of years rather than, have to pay like an exorbitant fee to get the firmware updated.
How much are GPSs nowadays, though?
A couple hundred. I don't know. I've not bought one in recently. But...
I believe my GPS last one cost me $800, but it came with a free cell phone built in. So
okay. So you can get a TomTom for like 70, 80 quid. I mean, Tesla just update maps constantly. Some other cars, you need to take the car in for a free update, and some other cars, like the Hyundais, you have to take them in and pay them to update the GPS. It's like, what? No.
Yeah.
My STI, you can put a micro SD card into your computer and then pay money to someone, I forget who, and it updates the files on the SD card. You pop that into the radio, and even that is like kind of a pain in the ass, and the maps are still out of date. Tesla, one of their biggest things that they contributed was not just like pushing electric cars, but pushing the ability to update the cars over time. Other manufacturers are finally starting to get on board with that. The Mach-E can receive over-the-air firmware updates, but they don't have it figured out nearly as well as Tesla does. There's lots of reports of people that their cars just aren't receiving the OTA updates for some reason, and they have to go into the dealer and get it updated.
Let me just see if my car's got an update on the app. Oh, there's no update right now. VW promised they would have an update service like Tesla's, and in the entire year the cars have been out, there's been one update. Whereas my car, for example, since I bought it, has gained blind spot camera monitoring. Like, that was a software feature that has been added, and that is fantastic. But yeah, Tesla don't try and keep software upgrades for just the newer cars. They will give them to you at an appropriate time. So full marks them for that. Whereas BMW, in fact, all the German manufacturers will absolutely try and stiff you for software upgrades, but it should be free.
Didn't BMW try and do like subscription for a heated steering wheel or something like that not that long ago?
Was it heated
seats.
Yeah, there's a lot of BMW are trying lots of different subscription options and seeing which one people don't complain about. There's a lot of them. They were going to charge.
You would like to drive after 10 p.m. Headlights are now a subscription. Please insert credit card into your infotainment system.
Well, thankfully, in that case, that is a safety feature. So I'll come back to that in a second. So BMW were going to charge $15 a month for Apple CarPlay, and see people went, the fuck you will, and they backed down on it. Mercedes have a $100 subscription option on one of their larger, more posh vehicles, and if you do not have the subscription, rear wheel steering on that car is 2.5 degrees, and with the subscription, the rear wheel steering is 12.5 degrees.
So there's some things where I think subscriptions make sense. Like if it's something that requires an ongoing improvement, ongoing server infrastructure, like especially like autonomous driving functionality is constantly improving, and there's an ongoing investment by the vehicle manufacturer into that. A subscription for that can in some ways make sense. A subscription for things where, no, we just want to toll gate your hardware just to try and nickel and dime you, that zero sense there.
Well, in this case, who's going to want better turning circles on cars? Taxi drivers. They're not stupid.
But steering sounds like, to me,
rear wheel steering.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, but it sounds like something that you wouldn't charge for that as a feature, because that's like a basic, it has to turn round.
Yeah, rear wheel steering.
Yeah.
So with the rear wheel steering, the turning circle of this very big car becomes very, very small, and that is for taxi drivers and commercial people. So that's why they're doing it. The Tesla's interesting because Tesla only do 3 cars. They do the slow, the medium, and the fast, and they do it with a black and white interior, and you choose to paint. That's it. There's no nickel and diming. There's no anything. So it's all literally the same hardware. So one of the premium features you get on the top 2 models, the medium and the fast, is you get slightly fancier footwell lighting, but the hardware is still present on the low model. And when you turn the car on, the lights light up, and then it checks what car it is, and the lights go out again. So you've got those very interesting situations where, rather than make 2 models of car and charge you for the better or the worst one, they're better off making the same car and disabling the hardware. So if you've been around long enough, like I have, you'll remember the 486SX and the 486DX, which were the same chip. And the ones that failed the compatibility test, they would laser out the Mass Co-Pro. But the funniest thing is, towards the end of the 486 era, there were no SXs made because 100% of the chips passed the Mass Co-Pro test. So they would laser out the Mass Co-Pro and sell it to you as a 486SX. So this sort of behavior is not new. It has been around ever since they could. It's just cheaper for the manufacturer to sell you the hardware and then charge you for it if you need it. Unfortunately, people get the idea that because you have purchased the hardware, it's yours. And I'm afraid that is not the case. You have purchased a license to use the hardware under the manufacturer's requirements. And if you don't like it, don't buy the car. Or hack it, but on your own head, beer. I wouldn't go near that personally.
Until everything winds up on Pirate Bay, and then you wouldn't download a car update, would you?
Well,
I would definitely download a car if I could. Absolutely, I would.
So you print your own car.
Well,
click here to find out more.
well, www.openrccarproject.org has you can download and print your own car from there. So that's already a thing. Great meme, also a thing. Yeah, but I'm sure you've heard about the John Deere tractors. They finally got cracked last month, I think it was, and they're all running an unencrypted, unpatched version of Windows CE on all of the John Deere tractors. Yeah, unprotected.
That's why business has been dropping them like mad. I did wonder why business has been dropping them like mad. I thought that doesn't make sense, apart from the fact it's very, very old. You know.
Well, it's cheap. Cheap to license.
Because it's been cracked. It's because it's been cracked. They're like, shit, get away with that now.
Well, but why change it? Why do they care? Oh no, it's running Windows CE. So what? It's a tractor. It doesn't need to do anything new. But the first thing they did was put a special build of it that came with Doom up on when they cracked it. So they've got these tractors running Doom on the infotainment, which is just fantastic.
Does make me laugh.
It was Germans that cracked it too.
I've worked out.
They're very clever buggers over there.
I make just sound like I'm just sitting here just chin wagging, but I am looking at code. I set the boolean ship for sale to false, and never set it to true.
Rude.
I just don't. Okay. You know, the funniest thing is, I thought I tested. Wait, on one hand, did you not buy a colony ship?
Negative.
No, you bought a colony ship via Enter. So Enter uses different code, and it does check whether or not the ship is for sale. It's still not working. I don't know why not. Yeah, so X won't ever work. Now, but I don't know why Enter's not working. Yeah, I'm confused on that one. Doesn't matter. Oh, hold on. How do I try and buy it in this screen? No. I think one thing I should focus on more is the colony feeling. So, although you are delivering workers for money, that is actively helping the colony along. At the moment, so I don't think we're hooked up. At the moment, for example, we're not doing any foundry work, but we have plenty of workers available. However, if Tad was continually delivering ore, eventually he'd eat up all the workers. Not literally.
Allegedly.
What are you flying, Tad, at the moment? Is it the cargo van?
Food. Yeah.
There's 20 iron ingots just lying around. And 72 iron ore.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
That's worth a lot more than
But
the
it's faster. Well, I can go to the foundry, drop off the ore, go to the hydroponics, grab food, drop off the food, and then I'm close enough to get more ore. So I'm double dipping for a little bit of extra time.
Oh my god. So, Cryptic, I mean, I apologise for being a Tesla fanboy, but I'm going to start counting numbers, and you let me know at what point you work out what I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17...
Are you counting buttons?
19, 20, yeah, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28... Oh my lord. There's about 50 buttons.
Yeah,
You're supposed to be able to navigate while you're driving? Excuse me?
Here's the thing, though, is that the opposite is not better either. Having 0 buttons is also not better. What I really like, though, is what they did in the Hummer EV, where they had like a row of like switches that can go up and down and little screens over top of them, and the screen can change. So when you tap the one for like your heated seats, it can, or the one for the climate control rather, then the next switch is next to it will change it to, this one now does your fan speed, this one now does your adjust where the air comes out at, and so the toggle switches are remappable. So you end up having like 8 or 10 switches that does like all the normal stuff you would have to do while driving.
Yeah, there's 2 issues with that. And the first is the really obvious one, which Bentleys and Jaguars also do that. And you want to know what goes wrong really quickly? little tiny custom
Oh, I'm sure.
screens.
I'm sure that those little screens, like, I have concerns about the reliability, but as far as the UX of that, the UX of it is really good. Now, the reliability of the hardware remains to be seen.
Yeah, so you've also had the other issue. So you're telling me you have physical switches that are context sensitive. Oh no. So the idea of the advantage, and there is one of physical switches, I can reach out and I can just press the button to make my seat warm. But you're telling me sometimes it will make my seat warm and sometimes it will engage the child locks. And sometimes it will do the windscreen wipers. Because if I could look at the screen...
They're not contact sensitive in any way other than how a normal physical switch senses that you pushed it. Like,
yeah, but they're context sensitive as in that switch can do different things at different times.
Oh, context.
Yeah, context. That's awful. That's the worst of both worlds.
I would recommend looking at their implementation of it first because it's actually rather good. I've used it. It's a really good system the way they did it.
So bear in mind, of course, on a Tesla,
It's like an ATM.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
eight buttons, 4 buttons on each side of the window.
Yeah, that
the
sort of
do
thing.
does what the window's got on the screen.
So bear in mind, a Tesla does it right, which is you don't press buttons, you don't click on the screen, you use voice commands like it's the year 2022.
Or yeah, you want to charge it, you just tell it open butthole.
Well, no, you see, this is the best bit. You want to charge it, you just click the button on the charger and the charge panel opens.
Why do people smack the freaking charger onto the Tesla to make it open? Is that a thing?
What?
Because
No.
some kid did it on TikTok and now all of them do it.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Do the Jedi hand thing.
wow, there's it.
That is, yeah, I can see it. I'm trying to figure a picture. That is a monstrous central panel, though.
Well, it's a Hummer. Everything in it is monstrous.
I have been in a Hummer. I was in one with Keemstar in his Hummer, and if I reached out with my arms full stretch, I couldn't touch him. It's like driving around in a small bungalow.
It's everything about them is absolutely ridiculous.
There's a guy near me, and he's got a lifted Hummer. And I was in my Smart Roadster, and I genuinely, we didn't dare, but I was like, I could park my Smart Roadster underneath your car. I could genuinely fit it in. Didn't dare.
The Doug DeMuro video on the Hummer EV, he kind of shows off how the switches work, and I've used it. It actually is a very good system. I had the same concerns that you did about like, oh, if the switches change what they do, you'll never be able to remember what they all do. And then I used it, and I changed my mind rather quickly.
Yeah. Now, I mean, the Tesla has, obviously you've got buttons for the indicators, you've got stalk, and you have a stalk for flashing
Because
the lights.
legally you have to. I guarantee if they could put that on the touchscreen, they would. The only reason they don't is because they have to. Same reason why they have a physical hazard light button. Because legally they have to.
They could, I mean, they're having some cars with 2 buttons on the crosspoke of the steering wheel for indicate left and indicate right. I've seen that happen before. So that there were
it has
other
to be
options,
a physical control. It doesn't have to be a stalk. It just has to be a physical control.
But what other things do you do in your car that you need a physical control for?
I find that climate controls, like the Mach-E does not have physical climate controls either. But what it does have is the bottom quarter of the screen is just that is always your climate and heat. It does not change. Except for the volume dial in the middle, which the volume dial, that's another thing that I rather like having physical controls for.
I think a lot of these systems, the big scary thing about all of it is if you get it wrong, you'll be staring at the screen too long. It's a matter of, I need to do something very quickly and I don't have to spend a lot of time thinking or looking. I just want to go press the thing and it's done.
Yeah, I very rarely actually look at the screen in the Tesla, like, apart from the glance at my speed or something. But if I'm cold, I will just click the button on the steering wheel and I will say I'm cold. Or if I want, I can direct. If I say my feet are cold, it puts warmer on my feet. If I say my head is warm, it directs cold air to my head. If I say my balls are cold, it puts warmer out the middle. If you say my
the ball blaster,
no, sadly not. But if you say my husband / wife / boyfriend / girlfriend is cold / hot. And then it will context sensitive work out you're talking about the passenger, which I thought was very clever. The context sensitive understanding is obviously very important.
If you tell it my butt is cold, will it turn on the heated seat for you?
Yes. Which, to my mind, is much better than buttons, because I don't want buttons dedicated to that. That said, the heated seat controls are always on the screen at the bottom. So, in reality, I just tap them.
Yeah. Like for me, the only real physical controls that I want to have is I want to have a physical volume dial. I would prefer
you get one on the
physical
Tesla.
controls for climate control, but that's not super mandatory. There are other ways around it. And then like cruise control, although even that is becoming less and less required as adaptive cruise and smart driving technologies get better. The requirement for physical controls for your cruise control in conjunction with that decreases.
Yeah, so on the Tesla, you've got 2 scroll wheels on the steering wheel, and they're clickable. What's it called? It's a scroll wheel, so it scrolls up and down, and you can click it, and you can flip it left and flip it right. So it's like a 4 or 5 axis scroll wheel. And the left-hand one does up and down, does the volume, and you click it for mute. And if you click it left or click it right, it's previous or next tracks. That's a physical button. And the right-hand scroll wheel, if you shift it left or right, it will choose how far you will follow the car in front. If you push it up or down, it goes up or down 1 mile per hour. And I love this. If you zip it up or down like quickly, it goes up or down 5 miles an hour and snaps the nearest 5. And if you click it, that's a voice command. Yeah, so those things are still physical buttons.
And those clicky scroll wheels, they sometimes change what they do, right? Like they are also your controller or your controls to adjust your mirrors or your controls to move your steering wheel, stuff like that.
Yeah, but only you have to, not when you're driving, quite importantly, and you have to actively come out to say, I'm fiddling with my steering wheel. It's not an easy thing to change your mind about doing.
That doesn't sound like it's significantly different than the fancy switches in the Hummer to me.
Yeah, but you would never, ever, under any circumstance whatsoever, whilst driving along, be allowed to switch those to anything other than maintain distance to the car in front. You can't say, hey, I want to change where my steering wheel is while I'm driving. You are absolutely not allowed to.
Well, none of the physical switches on the Hummer let you move the steering wheel either.
Oh, really? Wait, it doesn't have a movable steering wheel?
No, it has a movable steering wheel, but that's not in the little multi-switch panel thing.
Puppy.
I don't think that's a puppy.
No, that is a 65-pound pit mix who thinks that she is very threatening to the people outside the door, which happens to be my wife, and she's just barking.
My wife?
My wife.
Wait, your wife is barking?
No.
You said my dog is outside because of my wife who's barking.
So my dog is barking at the person that's outside, which is my wife.
My wife?
His wife.
My wife.
I wonder if Sacha Baron Cohen knows what an effect he's managed to have on people endlessly quoting him.
I'm sure he does, and he loves it.
Speaking of, I'm gonna hop out of here. I am gonna go swimming in the pool with my family and eat some dinner. Y'all have a good one.
I will do. Don't drown.
I will endeavor my hardest
Thank
to
you.
not die today.
Unless you've subscribed to become a patron, in which case drown away. No problems then.
All right.
Because then it will just roll on. As long as he doesn't cancel his credit card when he dies, it's fine.
Well, he won't.
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I'm hoping, obviously, his whole family drowns at once. Honestly, Tad, just think before you speak.
Oh, God. Wow.
Okay.
Just FYI, I got 3x worker delivery for food processor cargo area.
Nice.
So I have...
We're still trying to get rid of them.
They're still out there.
I have not worked out why the enter key didn't work, but I have changed the way the ship for sale was always false. So I can sell ships, but I can't buy them. Not going to check that one out. But I've definitely bought ships before, haven't I? Like the bus.
Yes.
So
Yep.
how did I break it? Asking for a friend. I've just fixed the.
Commented it out for no reason.
I've definitely fixed getting from one side to the other. Not a challenge. Never actually bothered looking up there. I didn't assume anyone would try and do such a thing.
What? at the foundry?
Yes.
Ah. You watched me do it.
Yeah, but I didn't think he would do it. Initially. Actually, quite tricky to block
First
it all.
thing I did.
But yeah, that should now. You'll just bonk into a pink force field if you try.
Pink. Oh boy.
It is a bit more pink. The shader says red, but it's not. Let me make it a little bit less pink.
Oh, and I make a lot more money moving food than I do ore, so there's that.
Ingots are the expensive one.
Ah.
And I did the maths. Like we actually.
Well, I don't know where the ingots go, so.
Really? Ingots
There's a
go
great big ingot sign on the side of a building somewhere.
I know that's where you get them from.
They go to spare
that's where you took
parts.
Oh. Really? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, then that's a 3. Ooh.
That's relatively close too. So
Yeah, that's actually great because it's drop off ore, pick up ingots, drop off ingots, pick up food, drop off food, pick up ore. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. That's like a postal
I had
route.
to zoom in through levels. I saw him get through 10 through 12 just pretty quick.
I'm surprised I'm level 16 already. I blew through that level.
Okay, we've got a corrupted ship. Oh. So someone
it's a
mentioned
Shulka ship that he cheated in.
So someone mentioned this before. I don't generally put in magic markers into code because it's just a bad idea. However, it looks like the server is sending me a bad packet for some reason.
Are they magically delicious?
No, I've just basically after sending the vehicle, I then put 1, 2, 3 at the end of it, and if I don't receive 1, 2, 3, I immediately go, why? What? So vehicle 1 was okay. Vehicle 2 had prefab type like 1.7 trillion. That's not right. But that's not what I sent. But that means I have an OB1 error between that code and this code.
You've done what like on Halo, and you've done an Obi-Wan joke from Star Wars.
No, out by 1.
Not Obi-Wan?
Oh.
Sorry, I'm amused with myself right now.
I'm glad somebody is. That's good.
Club Yeti saying hello in the chat.
I said hello back. I sent the packet to its room.
Packet of what?
Packet of data. So it's probably
compliance.
here. Like, if either of these fire, then a corrupted packet will happen. Like, these are bad. And I do the error checking there. I check it's not stupid. Unfortunately, it doesn't help that Top Mia's brand new data, which I need to fix, has caused lots and lots and lots of issues. But that's my fault. So brand new players do have some sort of derp. Player info said 76 flights, earned 64,000 XP, and has delivered 0 grams of cargo and earned $0. Yeah, because he just hung around in the ATC.
What a schmuck.
I'm sorry, FLXP. Hello.
Okay, you weren't lying about the ingots being a little bit more.
Yes, lots more. Because you have to go through quite a chain to get the ingots, yes. It's going all right. It's been pretty bug-free tonight. Like you know.
Your bugs. Unity bugs, on the other hand.
Well, it's been buggy for me, but not everybody else. I'm just checking the log file, but it's on a different computer, so I can't show you, unfortunately. But if that, that should be okay. That means that the client would. So look at the log file now. I had to delete some stuff from the log file because I have a completely unrelated error.
FLXP is doing UI.
Error. Found spaceship with error of 0 driver. Yeah, that's... So what was happening is Todd Meyer was new and therefore had no name. And for some reason was number 0. And therefore, every tick, he kept wiping the ship to ID 0. So that doesn't help either.
Which ship is ID 0?
No. His ID was 0, even though that's a mistake. So he was overwriting driver ID 0. ID 0 is not. That doesn't mean no driver. That's specifically. Oh, you.
He finds it quite amusing.
That doesn't mean no driver. That's specific. No driver is a value. No driver is a huge value. So that's specific thing. So 0 means I've forgotten to do something. So that's on purpose. The same thing in like C++. You don't initialize something to 0 because 0 is a valid number. So you reset it to 0x dead beef. Which I don't know what that is in real money, but
beef.
Dead beef. Dead beef is a number in hexadecimal. DEADBEEF.
Beef.
No, dead.
What's for dinner?
Yeah, come and tats for dinner. You got room for more?
What?
Have you got room for one more? Is
all
your
I've
beef
got for dinner is a honey bun.
Oh.
I can share half with you.
What is a honey bun?
Oh dear.
Yeah, what is a honey bun?
It's a pastry with honey on it.
I know bao buns. That's what you're talking about.
Don't have honey buns over there.
Well, they're not called honey buns.
I mean,
Well, maybe they are because the reason I say they may be because used to be a lady that used to live at the top of Elm Road, and her name was Miss Honeybun. Don't know what the hell that came from. Maybe her family were bakers or something. I don't know. But just random bit of trivia for you.
Okay. A shop. Someone fly into a shop.
I was in the collector and I went into the ice shop. Or the ice asteroid because I wanted to see if there was anything I could do in there.
Why is someone trying to keep items to a resource generator?
Because we feel bad for them?
No, because like the ice thing, it doesn't require anything, it just generates items.
For now.
All in 2 places, so that's... Oh, wait, hold on, that's fine. Okay. So that was the call. Because this just looks over all shops and says, find me a shop that accepts blur.
Blur, you say?
So in this case, actually, the issue is the error message, not anything else. Nothing can give anything to the raw resource generator. Rather confusingly, if you try and drop off food to a food processor, it should say this is not implemented, but doesn't. Wait, hold on, what? Do we have any food processors? No, we don't, do we? No, we don't. Like the food processor area, I think that's actually set up as a shop, so you just give stuff to it.
Yeah, because we can't pick up anything to it.
FLX,
Along with the spare parts warehouse.
FLXP, have you got photos of your screens? And what photos? Screenshots? Photos, what am I talking about?
Pulled out a Polaroid at you. Which channel should he share it in?
Anything you like. I mean, live stream chat is probably not a terrible place. Oh, okay. Well, it is, or expected type is less than. I do quite a good job of writing defensive code. So when something goes wrong, lots of stuff starts erroring. But in this case, I've missed something. Like, oh, that's a big negative number, right? That should have errored. Going, yeah, like hell you will.
Let me get your opinion on something, DJ. So I'm working on a web extension project.
It should be pointed out, I don't know what a web extension is. Carry on.
Oh, okay. Anyway, it's just some JavaScript code. But I have an intern helping me.
Like Minecraft.
Like, no, not Java. JavaScript. But I have an intern helping me write some code, and he's kind of missed some pretty obvious test cases. And I just kind of walk him through his code, and I say, well, you see that if this happens here, then you're gonna be in a bad situation, blah blah blah. And so he redoes the code, and he comes back with me, and I'm like, oh, it looks pretty good now, except I hit this scenario, and now he comes back and he's like, hey, I want to install and check in a test framework so that I can just throw some sort of automated test cases against the code, versus like him actually, doing test cases on his own and like knowing his code, I'm just like, who uses test frameworks? I don't know. Is that a popular thing? Is it just me, or
not in games? It depends what you're writing. If you're writing something that is going to be around for a long time, in theory, automated tests are a good idea. In practice, they very rarely are. So, I've been writing code for a long time, and people are like, oh, well, I've automated test this, automated test that. Usually, what happens is it's 2 a.m., a build is due, the game works fine, but the unit tests are failing. So that unit test just goes or turns into return true. So that's what actually tends to happen in reality. No matter what your intentions are, if everything works apart from your unit test, then the unit test can fuck off. And that's quite common. The other thing again, depends what you're doing. Games, one rule of thumb, you must never fail gracefully. Never, ever, ever go error. This isn't what we were expecting. Carry on. You go error. This is not what we're expecting. Stop the game dead and go fix this. Because otherwise, lots of people they will just ignore the message. You'll just sort of power through them. But what I do, I mean, I can show you in this function here. So this function here takes a game object, and the function begins on line 144, and it's not until line 168 I actually do anything, and then it's not till line 176 I actually do anything. So in all of these lines of code here, all the ones I have selected, one of those lines of code actually does anything, which is that. All the rest of them are, is that null, is that null, is that the wrong type, is that the wrong type? Spawn the object. Did the object spawn? Get the AI. Is it set up correctly? Every single step of the way, I am sanity checking my assumption. I assume it's going to work. I assume it's going to be fine. And that's fine. And so 99.9% of the time, it happens. This is why I'm struggling on this bug here, because I've got this is more error check than code now. This is the actual code here. It's that little teeny tiny bit here, just whatever that is, 9 lines, and then all of this up here is sanity check, and that's on the client, and then on the server, equal amounts too. Somehow, the server's sending me bollocks. I don't know how. So yeah, testing your assumptions is the most important thing. Like without exception, start your code, write a function, and if your function, it accepts as a parameter a date of birth, just check it's between 1900 and 2200. Just check it's even it's not 0 or 300 billion or something like that. Always check, and you realise quite quickly it's a good idea, because when it breaks, because your code will break, of course it will break. All codes breaks. You're going to be happy that you debugged it, and that it will error long before you realise it's gone wrong.
Yep.
FLXP, I can't stand doing UI. I just drives me up the wall. In this particular game, I have the added issues. This is a VR and mouse and joypad game, so. Your UI, nothing wrong with it. I would sooner kill myself than play your game on a pad, because I'd have to go in, out, and yeah, because this is a VR and pad and mouse game. I hate UI so much.
Let's go to bed. Good night.
Night. I am planning maybe next Sunday. I'm planning on doing a stream of this where I'm not on my computer, where I'm on my motion rig and playing it on there.
Ooh.
And in theory, because I'm using the same Steam account, I should be able to connect from that PC and play it on there with my same character. Someone in the limo and just blasted through the repair dock really incompetently.
Right. Toodles.
Right. Okay, and there's
just crashed into the repair dock.
What a noob.
Crashing me.
What a noob. Hey Tad.
Yo.
Why does someone like gold?
I haven't got the light probes. I need to do a light probe pass, which takes a long time. Fuel, anyone?
Not. I just fueled up. I've been missing you.
I say I might.
Someone's stealing the repair bay.
It's me.
I think I know who it is.
I did use it.
One hand, turn on your ship to ship.
Okay. Yep.
I love that so much. How does that look, Tad? Can you get a picture?
The button? I don't see you. Wait, are you underneath him?
I'm underneath him. Wait, can you not see the hose? Can you not see the hose?
I don't see you. No.
Oh.
Yeah. Nothing.
Can you see it? Can you send me a screenshot what you can see?
Yep, hang on.
Yeah.
I gotta swing back down and it doesn't like it.
Turn off your gyro assists. Press B. FLXP, don't get me wrong, any UI can be navigated on a pad, but that doesn't mean you'd rather claw your eyes out than do it. I've played a lot of games with just horrific UI, clearly designed for F12 is screenshot or print screen.
Yeah, what's to get rid of the HUD?
Oh, V. You might be too close.
V.
Getting any fuel though?
That actually gets rid of him. That's no good. All
Yeah.
right, I got you, and I will upload such picture.
I'm pressing around the buttons here. Oh, okay.
Why does Steam put their screenshots in a different effing folder?
I'm flying away from you, but it's not disconnecting. Can you please? Can you do it? Can you press X for me?
Yeah. And done.
Not working. I'm still connected. Which?
I don't.
Oh.
Move.
Hold on. That shouldn't matter. Whether or not I'm connected, I've flown out of range. It should go, that's too far. No, you don't.
Well, in any case, I have to take off, but it's been fun, guys.
Yes, it's good with more players.
Yeah.
We'll catch you later.
So I reckon we get 500.
Can I fix my ship?
I reckon we can get 500 people on my server. Tag, can you turn on your ship to ship, please?
That is turning off my ship. Hang on.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, clunk. Just locked onto you. That looks so. Oh, and too far. I'm going to tweak that right now. Cockpit camera. There we go. We'll change it to. I'm going to change that now because that's annoying me. So when you look up so far, you can't see anything. So I'm going to change it to 64 from 75.
Are you repairing?
I'm not in the game.
Okay, oh, there it goes. Yep, that fixed it. I thought you made it so that the timer lasted longer.
Yeah, I quit though. There's a difference between.
Yeah, this
minus
was on purpose, not
60.
just because the editor was just like. Ugh. So, are all your horribleness that Unity's doing to you, would paying for it fix any of it?
Oh god, no. If I pay enough, I do get people who will then look at bugs for me directly, but no.
Not worth that much.
I'm not that rich.
We talking like six-figure stuff, or?
Yeah, I mean you've got to be big.
Yeah, I mean I get that.
Thank you for popping in, Flux. I'll see you again soon. I'm sure I'll see pictures of your game over in the. I've got the channel.
You put a video. Oh, you were talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've just moved to a new version of Unity, and some of the textures are not doing what they should be. They're not streaming properly. I fixed a bunch.
Changed how they do textures.
I fixed the. I'm sort of. I need to write some code to step around something that Unity didn't bother to implement.
Is this more to do with the decals? Oh. If it makes you feel any better, the decals on Saints Row still don't work either. They're better. Something's happening there, but it would be interesting if both Unity and Unreal both had decal issues.
Wow.
Then it might be a DirectX issue.
And for all we know, Saints Row was written in Unity. Yes, I don't think this is a great way of making XP though. The refueler. I might need to tweak that because I want this to be something that people do partly because it's fun, and partly because it's
It's made in Havoc.
What? That's a physics engine.
The engine for Saints Row is Havoc.
No, the physics engine for Saints Row is Havoc. Physics engine for No Man's Sky is Havoc. Where are you, by the way?
Oh, it's Unreal. Oh, people also search for Physics, Unity, Unreal. I'm in the food processing. About to crash into a wall.
You are a confusing. It's because you haven't quit and come back in, Tommy. If you quit and come back in, I am about 90% sure you will be a fully fledged entity. Hello, Dora.
Real person.
I'm a real boy. So, you know the new Pinocchio that's got Tom Hanks and directed by Robert Zemeckis? Apparently it's awful. I was like, oh god, how have the mighty fallen?
I didn't know they made a new Pinocchio. They did not promote it very well.
Disney Plus only. Yeah. Blank has left. Saved.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
I'm just coming into the food processing now. I want to see you. Bear in mind, I've flown a lot of this stuff as first person. I haven't seen other ships in a lot of these areas, so judging scale is extremely hard. Unfortunately, due to the fact I really need to be below you, there is no real option for filling you up whilst you're doing something else. Without rewriting the code to accept multiple ships. Oh my god, you're so tiny. And you flew in the back.
Where are you?
Behind you. Right, let me fly in front of you. I should be...
Oh, there you are.
Oh, you can see me now. Okay.
You have a piece of ship that's not actually connected to you. What is that?
That's
Mushroom.
Huh?
Yeah, there's...
The hose.
I don't think it is.
Plonk.
Excuse me, sir.
Probably should not be that. I probably should not
Excuse me, sir.
put the ship at quite such that angle. But
You've knocked me out of the unloading. Oh no, there it goes.
gosh, this is really difficult. The reflections look so cool on your ship.
The third.
Maybe I should turn the handbrake on. There we go, that helps. I was like, left, right, up, down, left, right, left. Handbrake off, problem solved. Handbrake on, sorry.
So what would I, Saints Row, it's not the engine, because that's just telling me about Havoc.
Yeah, Havoc
Game
is...
engine?
Havoc is just a physics engine.
Don't let me down, Reddit.
Can you reverse backwards about... Oh, no, there we go, there we go. I am not in the loading zone and you are.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm filling you up even though you're still in the loading zone. Oh, you look so shiny. Wow. Not now, because now your loading dock's at the back. So turn your ass back around again. Bonk.
I'm pretty much full anyway. I can't tell you when I am full because all it says is cargo empty, move along.
You can look on the right hand side at the fuel gauge. The orange fuel gauge on the right hand side that shows your fuel.
Yeah, but that doesn't tell me like if it's 95%, 98%.
Well, it does.
mean, like, not with numbers.
Not with numbers.
Because I filled up not too long ago. I'm sure I'm good.
Yeah, I'm sure you go too. I'm not using any fuel up.
All right, hold still. You have an extra texture floating behind you. Oh god, this thing's so fast!
It is, but it's empty.
Now, V, you said. Yep. All right.
I'm definitely doing that.
And I pushed the wrong button.
Hold on.
I need to get you that screenshot.
Oh, I got the trombone game working earlier in VR.
Trombone? You were saying something about it. I had no idea what you were talking about.
What?
What trombone game? What are you talking about?
Have you not seen seriously, this game is... The problem is, I was like, oh my god, that is absolutely brilliant. And then I realised, actually, it's not. It's a great gimmick, but it's not something you'd ever want to play for very long. Let me link you the video. I'll pop it in the live stream chat.
So, yeah, this is...
Oh, no, not that one. Don't watch that one. So, the issue with the game is that it's... is it 13 quid? And it comes with like 15 songs or something. And I was like, oh, but it's in VR, brilliant. But it's not. You move the mouse up and down and click, and I'm like, oh, I'm totally not interested then. But then I prototyped in VR. I need to do something in VR. It's a long story, but I need to do something in VR. But I cannot currently work out a whole bunch of stuff in VR that I need to then pull into AstroTrucks. This the one? Yeah, there we go. I mean, it's brilliant. I love it so much. And then you realise how you actually play the game. And then you're like, oh, okay, I moved the mouse down and click. And then... yeah. But I got a VR trombone working earlier. Which was a lot easier than I had thought.
Will there be a oven door to slam as well?
No, but one can only hope. I get the reference.
Yep.
Okay, what's
I feel you would.
Oh yeah, that's the dock. Yeah, the dock doesn't quite reset quite yet. Yeah, I mean, in a moment I need to start making a build because this is going to be a cold build. This is going to be a 8 to 10 hour build. Yay.
And I'm empty on cargo. I'm good. Oh, it's late for you anyway.
It is. Yeah, I'm gonna start the build now because it will take quite a lot of hours.
Yeah. All good. Oh, wait, did we get a different police, a garbage, and another collector? Ooh! Oh, tugboat. We don't want a tugboat. We want a van. Yeah, just the one van. Boo!
Yeah, so I'll have a look at some more stuff tomorrow because I need to update the server with the new code and then see. But the new version of Unity I'm about to make is a new version of Unity, so there may be some huge differences. We'll see.
Wait, what's the garbage truck do?
The garbage truck takes detritus from the that gets generated and then turns it into.
So it carries ore, ingots, raw food, processed food.
That's a lie. Oh, that's all transport ships say the same thing. So we will have specialized transport ships. So the cargo ship will take everything. Like it's a jacket, yeah, but that's not a good thing. However,
no,
the fuel tanker will only take liquids, ice, fuel, whatever. But it will bang for buck. It will be better than the cargo ship, but it will specialise. The garbage ship can only do detritus. The recycle ship can only do recyclables, and so on and so on. So you can have a jack of all trades ship, or you can specialise into a ship that just does blah. Right, this is going to be an enormous build, so I am going to bed now. Thank you so much for watching, Internet. Thank you everyone who turned up. These big builds are awesome. And I will also try and fix some of the lighting issues. Don't forget to ring that bell, because no one does. Ring the bell, press the bell.